Hello, everyone. Drop Frames is back. We're back. Cohh's back from Florida. Florida? Is that right, Cohh? Your mic's muted. We haven't figured that part out yet.
That's never gonna be fixed.
Yeah.
Florida.
Yeah. And Zeke's on his way to Texas, right? You're in a car right now, moving here?
Yep, absolutely. I'm actually broadcasting from a car.
Nice. Yeah.
Nice.
The satellite internet's very strong. Very strong.
Yep. That Starlink going in my Tesla.
Yes, that's right. Yeah,
Ooh,
you love every day. Zeke messages me and he's like, I love Elon Musk. He just
It's weird. I do that.
It's weird. It came out of nowhere, but he just loves him so much. He talks about him all day. I can't get him to shut up. This is what happens when you leave, Cohh. He becomes a Musk fanatic.
Oof.
Yeah, I needed you to temper my my muskiness.
Yeah,
your muskness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Ew.
Cohh, let's talk about your Disneyland trip. Have you talked about it on stream? Have you shared details about your, also, are you missing a light in the front of you? Like, you're just not lit today.
I think I'm just a little dark.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know why. I was wondering that too. It do look a little dark.
Yeah.
But my green screen is working well, which is good. So yeah, so it's that kind of thing. I think it was overly bright for a while. But anyway, Disney World, went to Disney World and in Florida, and it was a ton of fun. This time we made the mistake when we went the first time to try to do like a park a day and like cram all this stuff in. And it wasn't a vacation at all. It was just a trip. And, we ended that week way like just complete. I needed a vacation from the trip.
Sure.
The first time. This time it was a lot better. So this time we only went to we were gone for a week, but we only went to 3 parks, Animal Kingdom, Hollywood Studios, and SeaWorld. And we put days between them. So we could, just hang out at the resort we went to is super cool. Lots of pools and like mini golf and fun stuff. So kids loved it. It was a lot more relaxing and it was good. It's very good.
Did you go on the Avatar ride?
No, we didn't go to the Avatar section. My kids haven't seen Avatar. So we didn't go to the Avatar part of the park. Yeah.
It looks pretty cool.
Pretty much
though.
everywhere else.
Yeah. I'm trying to, Zeke, you've been there recently. Maybe you should do the Disney conversation. I
want to go as an adult sometime. Yeah, as a parent is a completely different experience than an adult. I kind of want to go as an adult sometime. Yeah,
I guess that makes sense. Yeah.
No, you should if you go again, and I'm gonna out Beth right now. I went with Gassy Mexican and Beth Freeman artist.
Well, you kind of went with kids.
Their Twitch names, and Beth is in a wheelchair, and it's
not my joke. Now I look like an asshole, Zeke. Thanks.
No. It's fine. It's fine. Your joke is still valid.
What
but I will say,
jerk.
if you have a disabled friend, offer to bring them to Disney World, because holy shit, there are some advantages of getting on things that you don't realize.
Sure,
it's great.
Yeah,
I completely see it. I mean, pretty much when we were there. Anytime someone was in a wheelchair or needed assistance or anything, they would just go up the lightning pass line and just pretty much go right on the ride.
Yeah.
And who's going to say anything, right? So it's like, that seems like it would work pretty well.
Yeah.
Well, it seems like a cheat code, but it's not really a cheat because, she's not faking it. Don't bring someone that's faking it if you want to feel guilty.
This conversation, man, this is going. What the fuck are you guys talking about? This is wild.
No,
you guys, excuse me. Come on,
you're getting thrown into this.
Listen,
you're getting thrown into this.
No.
It's just me. It's just me. That's putting this out there. But I went to Disney World as a kid, and I remember having to wait an hour and a half, depending on the ride. And this time we didn't, and I was just like, wow, that is clearly better. That is so much better. There's so much more time to walk around and enjoy things. You're like, let's get on a ride immediately. Okay, sure.
Yeah, you just walk straight up to the ride.
Yeah. How were the lines while you were there?
Oh, they were pretty bad. I mean, the first ride we did at Hollywood was an hour and a half. And while we were there, my wife and youngest went over to Slinky Dog, which is in the Toy Story. It's like the Slinky Dog ride.
Oh,
and it's like the biggest roller coaster for kids. That's at Hollywood. That was 3 hours. 3 hours standing in line.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
So I've done that before on like Avatar.
It's a thing. And the lightning passes, there's so many people that want lightning passes now. You can't just buy lightning passes. You have to buy a lightning pass only for a certain ride at a certain time. So you have to pick the time and you only get to buy one. And it has to be like a window before your trip.
Jeez.
So it's like, it's a whole thing, man. Like Disney has become, it's very full, very full.
Got it.
So yeah, wild.
Well, there are certain rides that we had to wait in the pleb line for. And one of them was
the
Tron.
line.
Oh,
we did the Tron ride.
Was Tron ride good? That's one of the new ones.
It was, I'll just say this, waiting in line for 2 hours to get on the Tron ride was worth it, but not by a ton. I would not do it again.
Okay.
Doing it once, doing it the first time, it was definitely worth it. Because it's honestly, it's like a minute. The ride lasts like a minute and a half, maybe, or something like that. That's all rides though, right?
Yeah.
Like unless you're doing like the Pirates of the Caribbean or Caribbean or like the Small World ride where it's like a slow boat going blah blah blah.
Yeah.
This is like a super fast ride. It's thrilling. It's great. But it's like 2 hours and then you get 2 minutes. You're like, oh my God. Okay.
I'm used to that, Zeke.
Used to what?
Oh.
2 hours of waiting and then 2 minutes. Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Took us a second.
It's all right. You guys are waking
with
up.
A fadeaway jumper, and it's
you guys are waking up. You guys are waking up.
I'm still drinking my coffee.
Yeah. No, I get it. I get it.
Yeah.
It is what it is. It is what it is.
What was your favorite out there, Cohh? Your favorite attraction or ride or thing to do?
Dude, this was one of the first times I've really gone through SeaWorld, and SeaWorld is awesome. What they do now at SeaWorld is they basically kind of stage everything so you can do it all if you want to in a day. So we got there and like 8:30 in the morning, we see the dolphin show. 10 o'clock is the sea otter and sea lion show. I was not aware there was a sea otter show. Oh my God. That's
pretty cute. Yeah.
Yeah. And then like 1 p.m. was the orcas, the killer whales. So like my kids were eating it up, man. Like one of those events would have been like core memory level, right? But like being able to do all three and in a day, they got to like watch people dive for pearls and got to get pearls out of oysters and stuff and like all sorts of fun stuff. It's a great park for kids. I was very surprised. I thought it would be like a little more nerdy, right? As like the SeaWorld where the protectors of the ocean kind of thing. They're an actual fund to protect animals in the wild. So I thought maybe it'd be a little bit more sciencey angled, but no, man, it was great. There was a lot of stuff there for the kids and they absolutely loved it.
Cool.
Yep.
Glad to hear it. Zeke, we weren't joking about you moving to Texas. It's actually a thing. You're really doing it. Why? Why the fuck are you moving to my state?
Why?
What do you get out? We don't want you here.
I mean, honestly, there's a couple of reasons. One is that the weather here, it gets cold and it's dry and it makes like noses bleed and get irritated.
And you are in Colorado.
Yes, I'm in Colorado. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
And it gets pretty frigid here in the mountainous climate. But also like it's we have friends there. Like we miss visiting friends and stuff like that. So we've lived here for a few years and we have a few friends here, but they have kids and prior obligations therein, that kind of stuff. So
sure,
we want to go to a place where we know people and we can hang out and we're a drive from the ocean and there's rivers and stuff to play in and it never almost never snows.
We did get some snow last year, this past year, but nowhere like Colorado. City's still shut down because half an inch dropped, but yeah.
But yeah, I've lived with the snowy climate for most of my life or all of my life, and I'm willing to put up with the hotness if it means that there's no more snow and stuff like that. So.
Fair enough. All right. Well, we'll see you. I guess you said you were moving this month, right? Like it's soon.
That's the hope. I mean, we've been putting in offers on places. We're planning on like renting and then looking for a house to buy.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So that's what we're doing. But we have an offer in right now, and on a rental, we just put our application in. We're waiting to hear back and see if we got it. And then the plan has been for the last couple months is to try and get out of here by the end of April.
Well, there you go.
Heck yeah.
Good luck on the trip, and I guess we'll see you when we see you when you get here, whenever that is.
How are the rolling blackouts? Are they okay? We good?
The rolling blackouts?
Not rolling blackouts. I mean, like when Texas loses power. Is that?
Funny enough, that hasn't happened to me since I've been here. Knock on some wood. I can't do that though because the dog will start barking. But yeah, I haven't had any issues with power, so hope that stays the same. Hopefully that sticks around. We'll see. Don't bring that shit here, Zeke. If it starts going bad, we're gonna know where it came from. Your
point. I brought the weather with me.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's gonna be your fault. It's gonna be your fault. Well, cool. I don't have any life updates. I guess I'll say this. Hey, my hearing's coming back in a twist of events.
Hey, cool.
Yeah.
That was a big deal.
Yeah. It turns out if you don't take care of your body's like, fuck you.
in lots of interesting and creative ways. It's not just like one thing. Like it likes to have all sorts of weird maladies that make you all sorts of worried.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So maybe, I figured I'm turning 40 this year. Maybe now the time I should start caring about that.
Start thinking about,
Yeah.
health and stuff.
Yeah.
So you're saying like getting like, or what are you doing? Like you're exercising, eating healthier?
No,
like,
it's just changed. It changed lifestyle basically. I don't like saying changing diet because people are then like, oh, you're on a diet. No, I'm just eating differently. So if you want the raw numbers, Zeke, I don't mind saying this on air. I was eating about 5,000 to 5,500 calories a day, which that's a lot. And that was around 75. It was around like 70 to 75 grams of saturated fat, which is also insane because I think daily intake's around 16 on average is what people are saying. So now I've shifted that down to like 2,500 to 3,000 with like 11 or 10 a day. And so it's that plus the like salt intake daily being reduced. Apparently like
salt's big.
Yeah, it messes with the blood vessels or something, and so it
does all sorts of terrible things.
Yeah. So in doing that and bringing the blood pressure down across the board back to like much normalized rates, the hearing has like improved at least over the past 2 months when I went and got a hearing test done. So they said like, hey, you might actually, it's trending upward. We'll check in 3 months and see if you still
ear stonks going up.
Yeah, the ear
stonks going up. The right numbers are going up now, not your blood pressure and sodium levels.
Yeah.
That's good.
It's funny though because like the audiologist was like, I told you this like when he first came here that if you changed your diet, like it would probably help you. It's like, yeah, but that's not gonna make me do anything. And she's like, yeah, most people have to go to like a cardiologist or something and have them tell you that you're gonna have a major cardiovascular event in the next 5 years. I was like, yeah, that's exactly what happened.
That's good.
They were like, yeah, if you don't change your shit next 5 years, you're gonna have a big event. And I was like, okay. And so then I went and changed it.
That sounds fun. Not that kind of event. Oh no.
Yeah. So
am I gonna need tickets or like what?
I don't want the fast pass though. Don't give me the fast pass.
Don't give me the fast
let's not do that.
Pass
no fast
to the event, to the cardiac
slowest pass you have.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So
that's good to hear, man. I'm glad. I'm happy for you. I'm proud of you.
That's
great, dude.
The past, I guess, 2 months or so. And it's wild how much it actually makes a difference. It's kind of insane. That eating better makes everything else better. If only someone told me that for the past 40 years.
I know, right?
No one.
If only you could like Google this information.
No one.
Or something.
You know what, Cohh? You know what? Who actually told me that? I'm not gonna say my doctor. It was AI. All right. I went and told AI how much I'm eating per day. They're like, you should really fix it. I was like, you know what, AI? thanks. Thank you. What should I change it to?
Now,
and they were like, here's some nutritional.
Okay. I hear what you're saying. I see where you're coming from, but it's important to mention that any doctor would have heard those numbers too and said the exact same thing. You just asked the AI first.
Only AI could decipher the problem.
You basically PM'd Elon, and he told you need to see
Zeke had his number, our best friend Elon.
He PM'd Zeke, and then Zeke relayed the message to Elon. And then Elon Starlinked it back to him. Yes. Yes.
Well, you know, Elon asked Grok. You just ask Grok.
It's true.
Yeah, that's true. You just add him. You don't even ask him. You add him. That's all you got to do these days. That's all you got to do these days. Anyways.
God, it's so bad out there, man. They're just every single post I see is like, hey, Grok, is this true? Like, fuck's sake, man.
Yeah.
No one wants to do anything anymore.
I only laugh through the pain. You know, I only laugh through the pain. That's all you can do.
Yeah.
That's all you can do. Anyways, that's what we've been doing the past. I feel like we haven't done a show in forever. It's been a month, or I guess, for Cohh. He was traveling for so long. What happened? Zeke, we did that. Oh, yeah, we had the Resident Evil folks on. Was that the last show we did, Zeke? I thought there was another show.
I was there, too.
You were there for that?
I wasn't at that show.
Oh, that was the inverse. That was the inverse. I don't know where I'm at anymore.
Yeah, we had.
I was gonna say, like, I'm pretty sure I was at that one.
Shout and Datmons.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
You guys did the Crimson Desert episode with Shroud and Marathon and all that. Yeah, I was not there for that.
It all just blurs together. Well, let's jump into some news. It's been a light week. There's not too much going on, at least in the world of gaming news. Luckily. Did you guys see the news about First Berserker dev team being dissolved?
And Wuchang too.
Yeah. Due to poor sales, the developers were reassigned, not laid off. They've been reassigned internally.
That's what they said.
Yeah.
Yeah. I hope.
They put out a
reassigned to the alley out back. Like
Jesus. Yeah, they put out a statement letting everyone know what was happening. Let's see. So I'm trying to see if this is a Korean publication instead of the actual like company statement. But I'm trying to see the numbers here. They're saying 30,000 concurrent. The game was also delayed in China due to the issue of a game license. So, yeah, I thought that game was actually pretty good. I mean, we talked about it at length here on the show. Cohh, did you end up finishing that? I want to say.
Which one?
The First Berserker? No, the First Berserker.
No. First Berserker was awesome.
Yeah.
I did not end up finishing it. I got a little, the story was a bit too anime for me and I couldn't really connect to it. So I played the hell out of it, but I just kind of didn't really set any long-term goals. But no, the combat was super tight in that game. The combos were awesome. It felt really good.
Yeah.
It was a very solid game.
It was
and
good.
Star was the lead too.
Yeah.
I put a bunch of hours in First Berserker, and I will totally have no problem admitting it got too hard for me. I'm just like,
it was pretty hard.
It gets hard, man.
So many hours into beating bosses. Like that game is one of the hardest Souls-likes. I mean, if you want to call it that, like that I've played.
Yeah.
Fuck, it kicked my ass.
Yep. Game's tough. Game's real tough.
Yep. It was indeed. And Cohh, you mentioned the Wuchang Fallen Feathers dev team was also dissolved.
I never played that one, but I always heard like that it was a decent game. I always heard it was good. Like people were saying that it was like Stellar Blade level quality, where kind of like Stellar Blade was kind of the super sexy new Nier kind of thing. It was like the Wuchang. Oh God, there's too many Wuchangs. Wukong. It was like the sexy Wukong, right?
Yeah.
But apparently there was a good game in there. So I never played it myself, but I always heard good things.
Yeah. Yeah, I skipped that one. I don't have a reason for skipping it. I just skipped it. So no takes from me, but team was dissolved as well. Also, it looks like, at least according to this headline, the director was forced out of the company. I don't know if there's more info behind that or drama behind that. But yeah, that's at least what this headline says. More recently, Rockstar confirmed to Kotaku that a data breach occurred at the company. And they said, quote, "We can confirm that a limited amount of non-material company information was accessed in connection with a third-party data breach. The incident has no impact on our organization or our players," said a Rockstar spokesperson. So I guess we'll see what comes from that. It seems like they're not super worried, but that also might just be a statement that they're putting out there. Trying to see if there was an update on the article. Nope, it just says what the group that accessed it via the Snowflake instances. I don't know what that is. They were compromised thanks to anodot.com. No more information on that just yet. Probably won't hear anything unless the hackers decide to release that stuff. What else is out there?
Has this happened before? I think this happened before, right?
Yeah. Rockstar kind of, I mean, it's happened before just in the industry in general, but I think it has happened to Rockstar multiple times. So people in my chat are saying Snowflake is a database system, much like MySQL. So there you go.
I know what those things are. Don't shut up. What?
There you go. Zeke knows what those things are. Ashes of Creation.
MySQL, I know them like the back of my hand.
Ashes of Creation, once again in the news. Apparently, the $3.2 million in Kickstarter funds were allegedly spent on private chefs and trading cards. A report published by Nefas QS purports that Intrepid Studios CEO spent hundreds of thousands of dollars in Kickstarter funds to fuel his lavish lifestyle. So, yeah. They're, of course, referencing the former CEO, Stephen.
Wait,
Sharif.
is that the stuff that came out in the court documents? Because wasn't he like, you just wait for the court documents, and now the court documents like, yeah, he wasted all the money on cards and
I'm not sure where it came from. It came from the newest report. He claims to, quote, have obtained and processed the entire Intrepid Studios general ledger from 2015 to 2026, which they state paints a, quote, troubling picture of a company that was on the threshold of financial death at multiple points in its history. To refer to the contents in the general ledger as, quote, troubling, the article is saying seems like a pretty huge understatement. The alleged info states that Sharif and his husband, John Moore, used the Ashes of Creation budget to fund their extremely lavish lifestyle. That includes payments made to a personal chef, $41,000 in payments made to auction sites for historical curios, $421.91 payment to a luxury cigar retailer, and tens of thousands of dollars worth of payments to different trading card games and miniature figurine storefronts.
What happens when you're a nerd but also a terrible thief?
Yeah.
It reminds me of like when I got my very first job and Magic the Gathering was just starting to blow up, and I spent my entire first paychecks on Magic the Gathering because that's all I wanted. That's all I got a job for, was so I could pay for my Magic habit. And that just sounds like that. It's like, when I get a job, I'm going to buy all the Magic cards. You're going to see, I'm going to get all the Sheevan Dragons and Royal Assassins, and I'm going to get all of them. And I'm going to have 4 of each of them, and I'm going to have all, and I'm going to beat you with my deck.
He's going to.
He will, yeah.
Yeah. It's going to happen.
I was skimming the article. Apparently, the more concerning allegation in the general ledger concerns a company named Gore, G-O-R-E, Oil, which the video states, received $81,166. Gore Oil Company was the deed owner of a Stephen Sharif and John Moore's San Diego mansion, which was sold to the couple on April 11th, 2020 for $4.9 million. So
is that the man? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that's the mansion.
Yeah. That's not good. Since the new video went live, someone's been trying to make the video go away. Someone already filed a privacy complaint against the video. Just a heads up, but we'll be disputing it. The content creator posted in the comments on YouTube. Someone also reported my Reddit account from our community subreddit to the admins. Just seems like a mess, an absolute mess. So,
the biggest of messes.
Yep, I guess nothing new to report there. Just more of a mess over in the ashes of creation. What else has been going on? A lot of still Crimson Desert still pumping out the updates. I know you're still playing that. We'll talk to that. And just
playing it this morning. Had a good time.
Okay. We'll mention Crimson Desert some more here in just a sec. Did you guys watch that Triple I initiative, by the way, on Thursday? It was pretty good.
Yeah,
I did indeed. I actually have it pulled up. Like I was gonna share with you my wish lists from.
Yeah, let's hear it. Let's hear it. It was about a 45-minute show for people that didn't watch, but I watched. It was pretty good. Like they had some good stuff in there.
No, the Triple I initiative is exactly like what we want. It's just a condensed 45 minutes of just like ad trailer, like ad for game, and it's great. And there's no like, the only interstitials are like splash screens telling you there's no commercial. It's like, we don't have any hosts, so here's the next thing, and then they go on the next thing. It's just it's a 45-minute power block of just like indie shit, so it's great.
Yeah. What were some of the big hits for you?
Let's see. I think okay. Prove You're Human was one of them.
Yes.
Alka Hest. I'm just going by the ones I wish listed during the day.
Okay.
Alka Hest, ALKAHEST. Castlevania Belmont's Curse. Saw a little bit more of that. That was great. Crop. Crop looks like something you might enjoy, Cohh.
Yeah.
CROP.
And it's just Crop. Yep. CROP.
It's basically like it's like a farming simulator, but of bodies and getting rid of bodies.
Yeah. Yep. It's a
fun.
Farming. It's a horror farming sim.
Yeah, that's how they described it.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Interesting.
Let's see.
Cool.
Spooky Stardew was another way to describe that.
Sure.
Yeah.
So Graveyard Keeper?
Yeah, Graveyard Keeper 2 was there.
Which is also is it still free?
Which is another
It was free for a minute.
It is free. Yeah, I think it's free until the 13th.
Yeah,
tomorrow.
I think it is free. Yeah.
Speaking of which, go get Graveyard Keeper. It's for free on Steam and Epic, and it's it's one of those like go download it, then you own it forever. They're doing a big 100% off sale because they announced Graveyard Keeper 2. So go get Graveyard Keeper. The game's awesome. I've done 3 runs of that game.
Jeez, I didn't realize it was that much for you.
Yeah,
but
it's a good game.
Yeah, it's only until tomorrow. Yeah. So I guess if you're watching this live, grab it now. If you catch the VOD a little bit later and Sunday, grab it then. And if you're watching it after that, sorry. But it's on Steam for free, like Cohh said. Go check that out. The second one looks more the same, but also bigger.
But with tower defense.
Yeah, there's like a whole tower defense thing now tied into it.
That's interesting.
Which that kind of got me more interested in it because I never played the first one. But the tower defense aspect looked fun, looked cool. I don't know if they said when that is going to come out. Yeah, it just says to be announced for the release. But that was one of the big ones from this Triple I showcase. What else did you have on your list while we watch this trailer in the background, Zeke?
Machine Party. It's a hate to say it, but it's a friend slap game. But it's like if Mario Party took place in Lethal Company, kind of a thing.
Yeah.
It's got that sort of kind of aesthetic to it. And it has like weird, like, mini games that you play against each other, like versus games and stuff like that. Looks cool. What else? Dead as Disco.
Oh. Yeah, I'm an investor in Dead as Disco. I actually invested in that game like a year and a half ago, 2 years.
Yeah, I thought that game came out. That's
no, it's not even in EA yet. EA, I think, is early May.
Okay,
May 5th.
The game is awesome. It's not a rhythm game. It's a game with rhythm, and that's so cool. It's like a reverse rhythm game, kind of.
What?
Where you play at the speed you no, get this. It's super cool. You play at the speed you want, but the game slots it into rhythm. So it's like where normally in rhythm games you have to like totally focus on what you're doing and the cadence and everything. Like, you know, it takes a lot of your focus. This game's the opposite. It looks awesome, but it's way more just kind of actiony. So it works. It's pretty cool. Yeah.
What's the name of that one again?
It's
Dead as Disco.
Dead as Disco. Okay. Oh, it's got a demo.
It's got a very like Suda 51 kind of vibe to it. Very like No More Heroes.
Oh,
very,
this
like neon.
Yes. Yeah. I remember this now.
And they are going to have, this was one of the side effects of me being an investor. They have a mode that is completely DMCA free. Like you can play the entire thing and every bit of music that plays is safe for streaming and YouTube, which is awesome. So they're being very cool about that. They also have a lot of big names that are not DMCA free. So you can like have some actually big music in the game, but they make it very clear, like, don't put this on your stream. Like it's licensed music basically. So
got it.
That's cool.
Cool. Zeke?
Yeah, and you can put your own music there too as well. If you want to fight to your own tunes,
yeah,
you can do that too.
Yeah. What else we got, Zeke?
Oh, and there's a demo apparently. If you want to check it out, there's a demo right now. Warhammer Survivors, like that's like an instant win for so many people.
Yeah, and so I feel like we need to go into that a little bit more, Zeke. It's not just like a Survivor Warhammer game. It's made by, I want to say, Ponkel, or they like licensed it or something. Like it is a Warhammer game.
Oh,
it is a Warhammer Vampire Survivor
game.
Man,
I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
I thought for a second you meant a survival game in the Warhammer universe.
No.
And I was like, are you like are you on an abandoned Forge world or something? And you have to survive? Like, this sounds amazing. Oh, whoops.
No. It's on the Ponkel engine. Ponkel's the dev behind Vampire Survivor. But yeah, Zeke, you're right. Like, the more I started to realize what this is, as I watched the trailer, I was like, yeah, I'll probably play that. Like, that seems like my jam. They've got a lot of cool stuff in there. So
a lot of cool stuff, a lot of familiar things for sure. Like you'll know everybody or everything that's in there if you're into that. Into the 40K world.
Yeah, that seems like a sure win for them, without question. Yeah. I feel like that's gonna do well. So that was cool to see.
Yep. Let's see, Valor Mortis, first-person action Souls-like.
I remember this.
Apparently from the creators of Ghost Runner, if you remember that game.
Oh yeah, Ghost Runner. The game's awesome.
Yeah. It looks fucking dope. It looks awesome. It looks like I don't know what what time period it takes place. Is this the one that's, guys, help me out? Is this one that's in France? Is this in France or is this?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. This game looks cool.
I want to say the Napoleonic era in France, but it's all like, Soulsed out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Or Bloodborne out or whatever. Yeah.
Yep. Definitely looks good.
Looks cool.
Also, I think has
and the last one. Oh, this one has a demo?
I believe so, yeah. Or maybe not. Maybe I made that up.
I don't see it.
Okay, I think you made that up.
Go
ahead. I make things up from time to time. Keep you on your toes.
Sean, I make things up, Paul.
Yep.
I tell you.
That's what they call me in the streets.
Right. This was the last one I wishlisted, but there's a ton of shit for all kinds of different like play styles or what you enjoy and stuff like that. There was something for any gamer in there. But the last one I wishlisted, and I had it wishlisted for a while, but they showed a little bit more of it. The Lift, Supernatural Handyman Simulator.
Yeah.
The demo of it was really kick-ass, and the idea of it is, it's a neat idea where you're renovating a abandoned research facility.
It looks really fun.
It is cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. It gave me like the reason, obviously one of the reasons I gravitate toward it immediately was because it looks like, it reminds me of BioShock.
Pretty sure there was either a demo or a preview of this.
Yes, I played the demo. Yeah.
Yeah.
During Next Fest, probably.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah.
And they do still have, it's not a demo. You have to request, it's a playtest. You have to request access to the playtest, but I request access and I got in like immediately. So
got it.
It's still up if you want to request access and give it a look.
Good stuff. I know some of the other stuff that was there. Alabaster Dawn, which is kind of a, I guess like I got Secret of Mana vibes from it. JRPG.
Those are good vibes.
Yeah, JRPG looks absolutely gorgeous.
They're very good vibes.
It looks fun. Here's a little bit of that gameplay. That looks cool. Don't starve elsewhere.
Stars. Yeah.
Was also shown and announced. Trying to think.
Was Cairn is getting. I know they're getting DLC, but is it free? It is free. Okay, good.
Free DLC. Yeah.
This
nice.
summer. Good for them, dude.
Yeah.
If you haven't checked out Cairn, man, that game is special. I really, really liked it. Yep. I didn't think I would, and I didn't. I didn't like the demo, but with all the accessibility shit, man, it's a great game.
Yep.
I bounced off it a little bit, unfortunately.
Oh, you did? Yeah, I remember you were playing it. I don't know if you ever finished it. How far did you get? Do you remember?
Not that far. I kind of liked where it was going, and I kind of enjoyed the gameplay, but it was just a little too slow for me, man.
Okay.
I wasn't. There were too many other things I wanted to do.
Yeah,
it came down to.
Yep.
It came out.
No, that's why I didn't play it on stream mostly, because it is very much like left hand, right hand, left foot, right foot. Let's go. Here we go. Keep it going. Same thing over and over, and then you hit a cool story point. And you're like, oh, okay. It really ties the room together.
Yep. The other thing, which is actually coming out in 2 days, they announced the early access date for Windrose. That's on April 14th.
Looking forward to diving into that.
Yeah. So talk to me about Windrose for a second, because I think both of you have played it. I think Zeke did this demo.
I got to the end of the demo pretty much.
Okay. Yeah. How would you describe that game? Is that just like another? I heard a lot of
wanted Atlas to be. You remember Atlas back in the day?
Yes.
Where they were like, it's basically survival pirating, and Atlas kind of was that. But this one feels really good. It's a slightly more gamified kind of Valheim feel, so it's kind of more enshrouded than Valheim. Okay. But it's got good progression. It's got the ship stuff actually feels good and works. The build system's solid. Like it's just got a lot of things going for it. I just did a full run of the demo. I'm probably gonna do a full run of the EA too, to be honest.
Okay.
So it's solid, man. It's real solid.
Yeah.
Devs are also seem very chill as well.
I might check it out. I heard so many people during Next Fest saying that was like the best demo, and I want to say it might have even been like the most popular demo on Steam during that week as well, at least on their like Steam leaderboards. So I definitely want to check it out. I just didn't know much about it, so it's glad to hear that it was good. And that comes out on the 14th, which is Tuesday. Vex Terminator in my chat asking a very important question. Cohh, you might know the answer. Can I have a parrot in it? He says.
I think you can.
Well, there you go.
I think
it would be a huge oversight if you didn't get it.
I don't know. I think they either said you're going to be able to or you can. It's one of those.
Okay.
I don't remember.
All right.
But it's awesome. It's still really good.
Yeah. Great. That'll be this Tuesday. I'm scanning the list to see if there was anything else. Should we give more attention to the Prove You're Human, Zeke? Because that game, I've seen a handful of these, but this looks like a fully realized, like, I call them CAPTCHA games, right? Because it's like
sure, yeah.
Yeah, it's like a game where you try to best a CAPTCHA, which they've done before. But this one's like a full-on story.
The closest game that I can say it reminds me of a little bit is Viewfinder, because you take your fingers and you go and you pull up this little screen, and then it makes a CAPTCHA out of it. Like at least part of the game is that where you like have to like tell me where the tree is, and you like I guess do stuff like that. Like the blurb is very short. An AI dares to dream she is human. You've been hired to put her in her place.
Oh my.
And that's it.
Yep.
Yeah, that's the whole blurb on Steam.
Yeah. There's some captures.
I mean, it's intriguing. It's very intriguing, and I'm sure there's a lot of people out there like me that are like the subject of when does AI become human, like has been an interesting subject for years. I mean, ever since I've watched Star Trek Next Generation with Data, like thinking like how much how close to human do you have to be before you're human, you know, or living or whatever. That kind of stuff has always been intriguing to me. So I immediately jumped on this one. I was like, oh, okay, cool. I like these ideas.
Yeah. The developer behind this also made 1000 Resist or 1000X Resist, which was a very well received 2024 adventure game. So it's really well done. I'll say that it's really well done. It's not for everybody. It wasn't 100% for me, but I did play through it, and I could tell like the people who made it are really talented. The people who wrote it have a good grasp of storytelling and stuff like that. It just got a little bit too, I hate to say, for a story, not visual novelish kind of game, got a little too yappy. Okay.
But for my taste, but I can tell it's one of those things where I was like, I know that's good art, but it's not something I'd hang in my house.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure. But yeah, it was a pretty good showcase. We're slowly encroaching on showcase summer showcases as well as Summer Game Festival. Here is it's April, so I think we're seeing more of these. I think there's the Galaxy showcase is soon or soon-ish. There's a handful of ones coming up. And I think we've also seen some announcements of like when Xbox is doing it. I think they're doing June 15th, which is a week after Summer Game Fest. Jeff's already out there putting the date up for Summer Game Fest, but I don't know it off the top of my head. Summer Game Fest. Let's see what they say. June 5th through the 8th is when that'll be going down. We'll have a 2-hour opening showcase on Friday, June the 5th, which I'm sure we will be covering. So, as well as whatever else is coming out in terms of those showcases. Scrolling through the rest of the news, not too much.
Oh, Mouse PI was there? That game looks fantastic. I can't wait for that game.
That's kind of like would you say that's a boomer shooter?
First-person shooters.
Okay.
No, it's not. Boomer shooter specifically kind of alludes to games that look old. Mouse PI is stylized. Mouse PI looks like Cuphead. So boomer shooter specifically is like that old pixelated simplistic gameplay kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mouse PI I would not say is a boomer shooter. No. It's first person Cuphead.
Got it.
And I'm glad you pronounced it because I've been saying mouse pie forever, and it's just I had a completely different image in my head.
Yeah, well, that's a different game. Like,
that's
absolutely different game. Yeah.
I've been waiting a while to crack out that joke.
Okay,
it was good.
Right.
Good.
No Man's Sky put out another update this past week. I don't think any of us have checked it out, but they kind of wowed everyone with it.
This was magical. Did you guys see the stuff with King Ithalian?
Yes, I did. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Was that just a happenstance tweet, or did he actually influence it? Do you know?
I mean, when the guy that makes the game retweeted the exact expansion definition from a fan 2 years prior.
Yeah.
That goes beyond. No, I think I know that the No Man's Sky guy and King Ithalian have frequently talked over Twitter over the years, in very, favorable ways. So I completely see Sean having read his tweet and go, yeah, we should do that. And then 2 years later they did it. So yeah, no, I absolutely think that he was influenced by him for sure.
Yeah.
But it works. I haven't played it myself, but I've heard good things. It's more awesome stuff for No Man's Sky. And again, the big thing that people need to remember is, because I, of course, made the joke about, I don't want more No Man's Sky. I want Light No Fire. All of the stuff they're making for No Man's Sky, we're probably going to see in Light No Fire. So, I mean, this could be like a major mechanic potentially in Light No Fire of like capturing things in the world and battling them and fighting them. So, yeah, man. I mean, stuff like this gets me even more excited for their next game.
Yeah.
Knowing that all this stuff is probably going to be in it in some way.
Yeah. It's
and going off on a tangent of this, wasn't there just a lawsuit that Pokemon lost that says they can't patent the monster fighting like mechanic?
Yeah, something like I forget the specifics of it, but yes, yeah, there was a lawsuit for that stuff that was not in Pokemon / Nintendo's favor. So I don't think that any of what No Man's Sky's putting out there infringes upon that, but to begin with, but yeah. Still,
they lost the patent of creature capturing. Okay,
there you go. That's what
not
it was.
A lawsuit.
Yeah. Still really cool that No Man's Sky continues that train of goodwill, good faith.
Hell yeah, man.
So many people, like the #1 responses on social media to everything they do now is like, please let us give you money. Please, we want to pay for this fucking update.
I can't do the sales for Light No Fire. There's already people saying they're going to buy multiple copies.
Yeah.
Just like to support. Like it's gonna be insane. I mean, people have been waiting to re-buy No Man's Sky for like what, a decade now? How long has it been? How long has it been? 8 years?
I hope it hasn't been that long, but it probably has been.
Yeah. No Man's Sky's been I want to say 7 or 8 years. Is that wrong?
I don't think you're wrong.
Is that wrong? How bad is it? But yeah, it's gonna be cool.
Yeah.
Oh shit! August. It's almost been 10 years.
Yeah. It's been a freaking decade.
But how crazy is that we're still talking about that game in like a positive light?
Not only are we still talking about it, it's relevant.
Yeah.
Like it just had a major update. It just like MMOs would kill for this level of 10 years later.
Totally.
That's wild, man.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Good on them. What else do we got? I'm kind of curious about this, Cohh, if your neck of the woods had brought it up at all, but former executive and I guess rather well-known executive Pete Hines, who's no longer at Microsoft/Bethesda, came out and said that the Elder Scrolls 6 maker, aka Bethesda, isn't part of something, quote, genuine or authentic at Microsoft. That seems very, I don't know why he did that.
He's saying that Bethesda is not part of anything genuine or authentic at Microsoft?
Yeah.
Okay. Is he actually inferring there is anything genuine or authentic at Microsoft? And if he could go into detail on what those are, I'd love to hear that.
Yeah, that's who is this interview with?
Like what if Bethesda isn't, what does he think is? Like what is there has to be more context to that, right?
It was at a April 10th interview with Kirk McKeon's Fireside Chat newsletter.
But even then, like they bought Bethesda, they bought NXL, they bought Obsidian. Like I guess you could say that is Microsoft now, but like that's such a weird thing to say.
It is, because all those games were everything that has come out at this point from Bethesda were things that he like oversaw before they were even at Microsoft. So
for me, like I'm not going to get into my normal rant that my community's heard 1,000 times before, but I mean, for me, the Bethesda lost its way years ago, way before Microsoft. I mean, if you want to talk about like the Bethesda losing its genuine, authentic, we're a scrappy, awesome company that loves making games. I mean, just look at the monetization of Fallout 76, and Microsoft had nothing to do with that.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I mean, I don't think Bethesda did anything after being purchased by Microsoft that would elevate them to that status. That's weird.
Yeah. I can pull some quotes from the article. Is from Kotaku's the one that wrote this. The outgoing VP of Comms and Marketing said in a new interview that he'd been planning to leave for a while after the Microsoft acquisition concluded because he felt, quote, powerless to do what I think needs to be done to run this place properly. Quote, I was staying there because this place still needs me. I just hit a point of, yes, it needs me, and I'm powerless to do what I think needs to be done to run this place properly, to protect these people, to maintain what we worked so hard to create, which is incredibly efficient, well-run video game developer and publisher. He continued, when I was unable to do what I thought my job should involve in continuing to have that place be, it's not the most efficient publisher in the game industry. It was way the fuck up there. If not, let me rephrase that. Continuing to have that place be, if not the most efficient publisher in the game industry, it was way the fuck up there. And when I couldn't protect it and I saw I was getting damaged and broken apart and frankly mistreated, abused, whatever word you want to use, I said, I'm not going to sit here and watch this happen right in front of me. Pretty strong words from Pete Hines about that. Yeah.
That's very that's a little surprising to hear from him. Because that's very like things were good until Microsoft. And it's like, were they, Pete? I mean, you were kind of overseeing you oversaw the sale, I'm sure. Like, I don't know. That's weird, man. That's a little weird.
Hines said the worst part of his career was, quote, to join a place that I genuinely was a fan of, alluding to Microsoft, and people that I genuinely held in high regard and esteem, and then to get there and see how it actually worked. He continued and said, to talk is something, right? But I'm very much about what is the follow-up to that? Do you mean what you say, or are you just saying shit that sounds good, and then as soon as you leave the room, that's completely forgotten? Because that's not how we ever operated at Bethesda. Huh.
Again, Fallout 76. Like, I don't, it doesn't add up, man. That doesn't add up. They sold their soul years ago. So, like, everything he's saying about Bethesda, they did years ago to themselves. Yeah. So I feel like he's trying to rewrite his legacy a little bit, man.
The article ends and closes with a statement where he kind of reels it back and says, that's not to say everything Bethesda said we did. He added, yeah, we probably didn't fucking come close to that, but that was absolutely our intention. We are going to do what we say and say what we do and be genuine and be authentic. And truthfully, I think Bethesda is just part of something that is not authentic and is not genuine, and that shouldn't be a surprise to you. Huh.
Damn, it sounds like when they joined Microsoft, like someone at Microsoft was stealing his lunch every day. And he's just like, you know what? Fuck you. Fuck this place. I'm going to go on a rant about it.
Yeah, that's... I wonder why. Like, what is he like getting ready to announce a new studio, and so he wanted the spotlight first? I don't know. That's kind of odd.
If he was making that statement in preparation of making an announcement, was doing it for PR, that's a weird ass statement to make for that.
Yeah,
that's like that brings eyes over for all the wrong reasons.
I don't.
Also, it sounds bridge burny with Bethesda, but they're still tight. So I don't know. Weird. Whatever.
That's weird.
What a weird thing to say.
Yeah. I don't. If that was just a one-off interview that had like there was no plan for that, why the fuck would you come out and say it?
Also, like, I mean, again, I don't know what happened. I don't know from behind the scenes, but he was pretty high up there. I'm sure he wildly benefited from that acquisiation.
Oh, absolutely. There's no way.
So to take all the money from it and then leave and poo-poo it is a little like, again, just weird, really weird.
Very weird stuff.
Strange.
Yeah. Very, very weird stuff. Chad, if you guys have anything else that we did not cover in the news and you feel like we need to, feel free to post it. That's kind of that. I feel like this is the big deep breath before everyone starts announcing and talking about new stuff coming out. We talked a little bit about Crimson Desert because they, once again, pushed another big update. Cohh, you took, 10 days off from that and kind of caught the back end of all that hype. Where are you at in the story? What chapter?
Just got to chapter 11.
Okay.
And good God, I just met Marnie. I was like,
okay, I haven't met them yet.
What?
Yeah, so I think I burnt myself out on the game, but that's a whole different. That's me, not the game. Please continue.
Okay. Well, honestly, I don't really want to. I don't want to spoil anything.
Oh, okay.
So, but it's still great. I'm still loving it. I just started working on like the third or fourth witch today. I've done every abyss that I can up to the point that I'm at. My gray, I just did the rank 4 gray main thing. Like I'm absolutely loving it. It is holding me hostage. I also hate it, for the record. And there's a certain, I feel like I'm kind of trapped in an abusive relationship in some ways. Where
wait, how? What?
Where I love the game so much, but sometimes the controls and decisions on design are so bad that like it brings me physical pain.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I love it and it's great. I just never want to play it again and hate it.
Okay.
Every time I like flip on X or Blue Sky or anything like that, and I see like, hey, the new update from Crimson Desert, the new update, this happened. You can do this. Now they fix this. I'm like, I'm feeling better and better about my decision to wait a while to pick up the game, because I'm sure by the time I pick it up, it's going to be just like exactly what it was supposed to be when it launched.
I will say it's kind of wild that like the game released in such a weird, strange state with the controls and some of the design stuff and like some of the bugs and some of the clunkiness. It was just real strange. But man, to their credit, Pearl Abyss, this is one of the quickest turnarounds in terms of patching I've seen in a long time. They're still releasing major patches. They just released basically like a patch roadmap where they're adding in difficulty levels and things the game wasn't even going to have. So they already announced they're adding in craft from storage. They're adding in like all this stuff that everyone's been asking for. There was a move that people could use to spam infinitely in the sky, and it was the stab. And then they fixed it, but went as far as making it so it still had a custom animation now when you did it in the sky, which is kind of cool.
That's cool.
And then they were like, you know what? Screw it. So they added an entire ass ability now where when you are flying, you go into focus and dodge, and your dude just rockets forward like a missile, and you can spam it. And they just put that in. You know why? Because people wanted it, and they were complaining about it. So like they've just kept doing it, man. And like this is what someone asked me today. They said Pearl Abyss has been going crazy. Do you recommend waiting or do you recommend playing now? And what I told them is the game is fantastic right now. Like the stuff that frustrates me the most, the stuff that drives me crazy is like fundamental control issues that I don't see them fixing in any sort of quick patch. Like the way that the marionette's done with the player movement, the way that it interacts with the environment, the way that animations transition in state. There's all sorts of like inherent fundamental problems with this game that add up to the controls just not feeling great. That's probably not going to go anywhere for a while. But everything else is fantastic. Like it's running well. The QOL is there. The world is one of the best sandbox worlds to explore that is available, I would argue.
Yes.
It is gorgeous. It is one of the, I don't think my jaws dropped at vistas more in any game in recent memory. It is so, and there's so much stuff in it right now that I would recommend probably playing it right now. Like, I don't think you have to wait. But that being said, like Pearl Abyss is kicking ass with the patches. So the you know, it's kind of up to what players want right now.
Yep. Yeah. I still echo everything you just said, even if I bounced off of it. I think how many hours did I spend in it? I think I crossed 100. Which not that much, given the scale of the game.
I'm at like 95, I think.
Okay, yeah. I crossed 100, and then I started to like think about the game and what I was doing, and then I reached that point. Unfortunately, it happens. I don't know if it happens to other people, but I start to look at the game as a game and not as like something that I'm enjoying. So the walls start to break down, and I'm like, oh, that's just that thing, but repeated over here in a new scenario. And the second I started like seeing those, I was like, I don't think I'm having fun with this at the moment. So I kind of equate it to burnout. But I got 100 hours out of it. I'm not like mad about that.
Yeah.
It was fucking awesome discovering all that stuff. But the second I start seeing the pattern, that's when I kind of have to like step back from it.
You start, for me, the thing that I could say is you start losing your investment. You stop becoming invested in the world in the game, and it starts becoming just a checklist to check off. And the second that starts happening to me, that's generally when I switch games.
Yeah.
So I'm totally with you. Yep.
Yeah.
That's when you stop having fun and it just becomes a chore.
Yep. Yes, exactly. Yep. I'm in checklist mode, so I'm going from like thing to thing and checklisting it all off. But yeah, I mean, go back the past 2 shows that we gabbed about the game for hours almost, talking about Crimson Desert.
What's so like astounding to me, and I don't get like I've been playing games for a long time. I'm old and I've been playing games for a long time, but I don't get astounded very often. But the thing that astounds me about Crimson Desert is every 5th post I see is like someone going, they put this in the game, and then you look at it, you're like, Who the fuck
yes
puts that awesome thing in a game that you can miss?
Yep.
You can miss almost all of the shit.
The one that I've seen the most of, which might be what you're referencing,
holy fuck,
is when you send people out to do a construction job, you can go to that point, that place in the world, and sit there and watch them as time progresses build.
Oh, through the
thing.
4 states?
Yeah.
That's
And so
really cool.
there's like time lapse footage of people like building a bridge or building a castle, and like you get to see every single thing. I also saw like another one of those posts, Zeke, that I saw was that if you go to the church or like somewhere where there's a church, that on Sunday in game,
there are people there. Yeah.
Well, it's that the NPCs have a special routine that only works on Sunday because that's
it's fun.
That's like the holy day in game, right? So they go and visit the church or go and go to
really
mass
fun.
or whatever.
Now, let me ask you this, because the first thing I thought of being an RPG kind of mindset, is that house robbery day for the player?
I mean, maybe.
Right, that's the smart thing, right? Absolutely.
First thing I thought of was like, everybody's at church, house robbery day, let's go.
Yeah.
That's how you do it, man.
Just stuff like that.
God, that's like playing old school Thief. Holy shit. Where like you had to wait for like routines and stuff to go and get all your, oh man, that's awesome.
Really cool detail that exactly like what you're saying, Zeke. Who the fuck's gonna go like ever utilize that except for the reason you just said, right? Like the fact that they left that to the player to kind of stumble upon is wild. Because 99% of people will never realize that, oh, it's Sunday in game, it's time to go stealing.
Right? Time to go thieving.
So it's crazy.
I like what I think is a cool thing that I think maybe other games will copy in the future is this game was made with MMO in mind, and then they switch gears.
Yeah.
And you can tell by the lack of markers, lack of like yellow paint, like that kind of stuff, the lack of hand holding and shit like that. Like you can walk past a cave full of loot 100 times and never see it.
Yeah.
So I think like the cool thing is they like the MMO bones they're there. Like someone will find it and tell his MMO squad and tell everybody else about it. And the fact that it became a single player game, it's just become a community of people going like, did you know?
I think I can't remember the exact. I want to say that before the game came out, one of the devs says that was like their intention was for like the community to become the exactly what you just said, where it's people say like, oh, did you find the blah 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 blah? Go here, go do this, and so that's why they left those like POIs out. So
I think that's brilliant, and it's so cool, and I absolutely love that idea that it kind of crosses over into the meta. Like the devs were like, you're probably never going to find this. Probably 99% of you will pass this up and not see it, but that 1% will tell everybody about it. So we don't need to help you find it. Someone will find it and stumble upon it. And I love that it goes out into the world. Like I remember like that old, or not old, but like, I don't know how long ago it was, but that Destiny puzzle thing where it was like everybody was working together on one puzzle. And that's what this feels like. And I love that.
Yeah. Yeah. Cool. What were you going to add in?
I don't even remember.
Okay. There it happens.
Not that important.
Yeah, it happens.
Probably a dumb joke.
Yep. That's fantastic. Yeah. Crimson Desert. Hey, if you haven't checked it out, maybe now's the time to jump in. Or they did post their roadmap. Maybe wait a little bit.
I do remember. Yeah, I was going to say to Zeke, that is super cool about like the hidden amazing things. But I think one of the only reasons that Crimson Desert can really get away with it is because of just the sheer amount of amazing things. Like most of the time when devs make that super cool secret cave, they do want every player to see it because it's one of the very few super secret caves in the game. But I feel like in this game, there's just amazing stuff everywhere. It's like there's an overwhelming amount of cool things to see and cool caves to explore. So it's like, it gives them the freedom of doing that, and it's okay.
Yep.
Yeah, it's pretty fun.
I saw, if I'm not mistaken, I saw one of the recent patches was it actually like more obviously shows you where you've been already.
Yeah, no, in the last patch, they made it so now when you go into a cave and you complete it, it gets a check mark on the map. So you actually know that you've done it.
Okay. They had like a little dot system that players figured out what it meant. But
it never worked.
Oh, it never fully worked?
The dot system was not a you've been there, you've looted it system. It was a system for something else that me included thought erroneously that's what it was for. That's not what it was. Yeah.
Got it. Well, glad to hear they put a check mark in there. Great.
No, that particularly, I don't know what part of my brain it stimulated, but I was like, that's probably the best change I've seen of all the changes.
Do you remember when we interviewed him and I asked him specifically, is there a way for us to know when we've done stuff? And honestly, one of the things that was bugging me before this patch was that very thing where it was like, the world is so big, but markers suck, which sucks. I really hope they improve the marker system. The marker system should be a lot more interesting, especially when your map is that big and juicy. But yeah, there was literally no way to tell what you've done and what you haven't. So this is a good change, a very good change in the right direction.
Yep. Well, should have brought this up when we were talking about Bethesda, but Starfield did launch on PlayStation this past week, as well as the Terran Armada story DLC for $10. I think they also added the free lanes update, which made like the space travel, like you can do a continuous space travel from point A to point B rather than constant cutscenes. I haven't checked any of that out. I know they had a huge marketing push on Twitch, but I don't think any of us were part of it, so we haven't gone back and played. I was about to say Skyrim, but we haven't gone out and played Starfield in the most recent update. I just know that all that stuff came out, and it's generally okay. I'm seeing a handful of negative commentary in chat, but it might just be Bethesda.
I think it's the kind of thing where, it's a lot of the stuff that's in this Starfield thing probably should have been in the base game. It's a lot of really good changes. If I'd never played Starfield, or if people haven't, it could be a good time to play it now. Like there's the new traveling system and RNG events are apparently pretty cool. And there's a lot more reason to do more end game stuff and a lot more power levels to burst through. But if you've already played it, for me, it wasn't enough to go back.
Yeah.
So I think a lot of people are in that boat too.
I guess for what it's worth, if there are any PS5 gamers listening, maybe look into it a little bit more. Eurogamers reporting Starfield PS5 players are demanding refunds, reporting widespread bugs and glitches that leave the game, quote, unplayable. Since launch, I've had over 20 freezes and crashes. This is unplayable. So maybe not going super well over there. Yeah.
Jeez.
Bunch of posts on the subreddit as well. If you guys are, like I said, PS5 folk looking for information on that, maybe go read a little bit before you dive in. What else?
Speaking of bugs and glitches that make a game unplayable.
Let's hear it.
Oh, here we go.
I think we're going to talk about Samson here sometime soon today, right?
Let's talk about
I did a sponsored stream of Samson.
Let's talk about it.
I know, that's why I'm going to say all the things you probably shouldn't.
Oh no! I probably said them during the sponsored stream, dude.
I know. I know you don't mince words. I'm just fucking with you.
Oh man. Yeah. So Samson is what, like budget GTA? That was my 5-second look at it. Is that an accurate?
Actually, like less GTA. Like it reminded me more of like Mafia. Like I don't know if you can if that's a huge difference to like differentiation to make.
I get what you're saying. Yeah, that makes sense to me. I'm going to pull up some footage of it.
Budget Driver? Sure, people are saying Driver. There's a lot of games you can compare it to for sure.
What did you guys think about old Samson? Whichever one of you wants to jump in first while I find footage.
So I'll start. It is very much a game that is there's. I had fun playing it, but it felt at times like the stuff was so kind of shallow that it was almost like a mobile game. Like there's not a lot of developed features. There's not a lot of depth. It's a very veneer oriented game. The voice acting was good. I did like the voice acting. It's very like kind of standard, you know, like Sons of Anarchy, kind of grizzled, you know, the story is, you know, definitely relatively unique. I mean, it's, you know, it's a little grittier and adult, I would say, story wise, kind of like a GTA. Driving was okay, but man, it was there's like some basic functionality was not working. Like
what
a big part of the game.
What's basic about driving, Cohh? What functionality?
Okay. So let me put it this way: a big part of this game is running into other cars, and you have to take them off the road.
Okay.
And you can hit a car from behind in the exact same way and get, hey, just roll a dice, see what happens. And and that can get really frustrating when it's like, if you know, because your car has to survive. So like when those random things roll, if your car takes a big hit and you die or something, like, and it's just, I feel like for a game where, you know, basically a third of what I played was that, it felt like no one had played it. It felt really weird. It didn't feel good. Every time I'd hit them, it felt like, oh, and another thing that was wild to me, if you would run into the back of a car and then slam the car into a wall or another vehicle, they wouldn't take damage. Like, dude, you couldn't pit maneuver the cars. Like, it was, again, it felt like super surface level. It felt like they wanted you to do one thing, and if you didn't do that, just don't even worry about it. And like a lot of the mechanics had that kind of vibe to them, where they wanted you to do it this way, and if you didn't do it that way, it either fell apart, bugged out, or just didn't work properly. If you didn't put your car exactly up to where the NPC got in, then his animation would skits out and he'd start going out of the car and redoing it and stuff. But if you pulled right up to where it was, he'd just get in the car. So it's like, you know, it feels, again, not a lot of testing and very specific in what the game tries to deliver.
And this goes for both of you, does the $30 price tag alleviate everything you just said? Does that give it some wiggle room?
No.
No? Okay.
Zeke, I've talked enough. What do you think?
No. Well, here's the thing. The biggest thing is, and I know that a couple of people, not just myself, but a few other people that I know, streamers, have run into, are game-breaking bugs. And by game-breaking, I mean missions that you cannot complete because they don't work. Just for example, about 3 hours into the game, I tweeted about this, but about 3 hours into this game, you come to this mission where you got to knock on a garage door, and then someone talks to you, and they open the garage door, and then you beat up some guys, blah, blah, blah. So I get there the first time, and it works fine. I get my ass kicked because the combat is a little imprecise. Let's just say it's a little, it's a little
loose,
messy,
little loose,
little loosey, little loosey goosey. Yeah, it's not like it's let's say you took like GTA combat and now you're drunk as well, like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
But this is the mission. This is it right here.
Oh, great.
This is me trying to get the mission to work. Because I'm quitting out, I'm reloading, I'm aborting mission, I'm reloading the save, all this kind of stuff. So first time I get my ass kicked. Next time my knock doesn't work, I'm like, oh, what the fuck? Okay. I reload a save. It works one more time. They come out. I'm doing better this time, but I still got beat up because you have to fight 10 guys. And then from that point on, you could only knock on the garage, and the rest of the dialogue and the opening of the garage wouldn't happen. So you could just walk up, dunk, 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 and nothing would happen. Reload the save, turn off the game, turn it back on. Everything like that normally you would try.
Yeah.
And it was the shit of it is it's a story mission. So
so you're just
you can't progress.
Yeah.
You can't progress until like you get it. And it was like, all right. And everybody was trying to workshop this, like, okay, last time you knocked and it worked, you had a wrench in your hand. So pick up the wrench and now knock. Okay, now this time go down the stairs rather than go down the cliffside, because that worked before.
It turned into an actual QA stream,
yeah. And
man, and to think that was the sponsored stream. Like they paid for on-stream QA.
Wait, you did a sponsor for it as well, Zeke, or no?
No, I didn't.
Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you did. Okay. Oh, you just checked it out. How long did you play for?
I wanted to play it because it looked cool. Like the main character reminds me a little bit of me, if I'm honest.
Yeah, he does.
He's like
actually
kind of a dirty guy, longer hair. He's got the big scruffy beard. Like he's a hard partying, drinking, you know, smoking kind of guy.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, this is gonna be cool. And it was cool until not only that, but the mission that wouldn't work aside, I have a couple of other gripes. One of them, the biggest gripe that I have, is getting away. Did you ever get like unintentionally the cops on your trail, Cohh?
Yes, many times.
I had a time where I had cops on me and I couldn't shake them for 15 to 20 minutes.
Yeah.
It was fucking ridiculous.
The
reason why is because you would be going and you would escape the cops that are tracking you. And then the helicopter would find you. I'm like, okay, so the helicopter finds me, gotta go under something so he can't see me. So I found a long bridge and I'm going and I'm escaping the things. And they set up shit in front of you that is so impossible to avoid. The shit, it's like roadblocks and shit at every fucking corner of the game. And it made escaping the cops such a fucking chore that it was just like, don't ever clip cops in this game because it is not fun to escape them like GTA or whatever other game that has them in it. It was just monotonous, boring. Oh, it was terrible.
That is a great example of another mechanic that just like it did not feel good. It didn't feel the whole running from cops or the other faction. Whenever you're running from a faction, like you'll have run from a group and the timer will tick down. At one point for me, there was like 2 seconds left. I'm speeding down and just some dude just literally flies out of nowhere and clips me back in. And then it's another 5 minutes of having to deal with this. There's no possible way to avoid it. No possible way to know it's coming. So they don't give you the tools to avoid it in a way it's not very fun. It's not very fun.
Yeah. Well,
That's
and the other thing is like I accidentally clipped the cops while I was in a mission vehicle, the van, which notoriously vans suck at like, you know, being maneuverable, being fast, acceleration, all that shit. So like that added to it. Like I had an easier time because I had been, you know, attracted by the cops with my regular car. My regular car has some get up and go, right? Your stock, the car you are, you know, you spawn in with. But like you have to drive this van because it has like your compatriots in it and you have to get away from the cops. And it was just a fucking nightmare. I hated it.
All right. Well, there you go. That's Samson. Maybe don't check it out.
And no, I mean, they said like immediately the guy, I don't know who it was, but one of the devs was like, we apologize. We know there's bugs. We're going to fix them this Friday. I don't know. I haven't heard any reports from anybody saying it's been fixed or anything. They actually came out and said, we're sorry.
Yeah. I mean, that's some people.
That's good.
Yeah. Companies don't do that. Yeah. Hey, it turns out you can't just Google Samson. Fucking idiot.
Oh, also,
yeah, it's stuck to mixed right now on Steam.
Also, one of the biggest things, and I know like it's quite an undertaking to add into a game, but like there's no fucking radio.
Yeah.
Like there's background music, like a video game, but like there's nothing, like there's no radio. In a driving game, that's so fucking weird.
Music's
I'm not saying
expensive.
like it's completely, I know, and I realize that.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying like for someone who's played a bunch of driving games, like it's weird not to have a radio.
Yeah, what else have they published? Oh, it looks like the company's only game is Samson. Liquid Swords AB. Huh. I wonder. Let's see if they've tweeted anything about it.
And for all of you saying budget issue, I get it. I'm not saying it's not expensive. What I'm saying is that most of the driving games I played have a radio of some sort. Strange.
Yeah.
To drive in silence, or not silence, but like to drive in like with background music without, you know.
They retweeted a bunch of different reviews and commentary of it. But I don't see anything regarding fixes like that. So maybe give it a bit, check up on it, see if there's updates, if it is something that interests you. Might be kind of the best.
Yeah. No, I mean, the fact that there's a mission that you can't complete is a story mission, and that's 3 hours of time lost.
Yeah.
That sucks.
Yeah.
That really sucks.
By the way, Zeke, I think you were the one that, no pun intended, pushed this game on me when you talked about it. Were you the one that talked about RACCOIN?
RACCOIN?
Yeah. RACCOIN? Yes. Yeah.
Yep.
Man, fuck you. How many hours I got?
I got deep into it.
I got fucking 20 hours of this dumb fucking game.
That's awesome.
Oh man, yeah. That game's kind of. I don't know if it's addicting. I mean, I guess it probably is, but it's one of those games where you can just boot up for 5 minutes and do a run. And then if it goes bad, you just Alt F4 and, think about it later that day. But if it goes well, then you're just kind of like, okay, let's see how we get to here. Let's see how far we can get this number up there. But yeah, I've unlocked all the characters. I've unlocked most of the coins that you can get. I'll let me pull it up on stream so people can see it. But yeah, that game's pretty fun. I didn't stream much Balatro. Did either of you stream a lot of Balatro?
I was just going to make that comparison, dude.
Well, the reason I bring it up, it's not to compare the games, but to compare the discourse around it. Because there was right around the time that I remember playing this game, which was like a week ago when I streamed it. There was this conversation that indie games are basically just like gambling games now, but gamified with no real money. And that's like a trend that Balatro kind of started. And now you're seeing more and more and more just addiction, gambling style, gameplay that's being gamified. And so that's what the conversation in chat was like. Oh, is JP just a gambling streamer now? And I'm like, guys, none of that. There's no real money involved. This is not real money. They're like, yeah, but it's still, you're still pushing a game on a gambling game on people. It's like, I'm not pushing shit. I'm just playing the game. People were genuinely upset about it. And so that's why I didn't want to stream it after that. I was tired of the conversation. In the chat being less about the game and more about that narrative. I don't know if there's anything to continue with in terms of a discussion there, but that's kind of what I got from it in terms of people's thoughts towards it. I don't know, Zeke, if you got the same when you streamed it.
No, it very much I was into it for a little bit, and then gambling games in general, what is Balatro or RACCOIN or Scritchy Scratchy or these other Clover Pit, these other gambling games that we've talked about and some of us have played. You get to a certain point for me, I get to a certain point where it's just it becomes a complete mess on the screen. And it's just
that's very true.
You're counting up numbers that are in the the quintillions and that kind of shit. And
the numbers get crazy.
The annotations of those numbers 1E blah 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 or whatever.
Yeah.
And it just loses all meaning. And you're just sitting there watching the screen go
Which,
after a while.
I mean, if you're into that, you're into that,
That's what I'm saying. But for me, that's the point. Oh, hi. Oh, we're checking. Our doggies are not feeling the best. They're having a little diabetes.
I thought he was lost. I'm sorry. It really scared me.
No, he's fine. He's hanging out with Papa. Yeah, they got little tum-tums.
There you go.
Tum-tum problems. But yeah, as soon as it gets to that point where it's just flashing and blashing on the screen over and over again, that's the point where I'm just I think I won this game. I'm gonna call that a win for me. I'm out.
Sure. I'm trying to find. I had a community member that was playing it, and he showed me or he posted in my Discord. It was for the community. how at the end it just got absolutely insane. Here, to highlight what you just said, this is, so you were just seeing like early game RACCOIN. This is late game.
Yeah.
It's just like, oh dear God.
Oh, on the bottom of the screen. Oh.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, there's a tower that's stacking. It's not really animating very. Okay, those are just gonna spill everywhere. So it just went absolutely crazy. Which, hey, some people are like that, you know? Some people
I knew you would like it because of that. Well, because I've known you for a long time, but also because of that fishing game that you showed us with all the turrets and
that
kind of stuff.
Number go up.
He's gonna love RACCOIN.
Numbers go up, numbers get bigger is always a fun thing that I'm interested in. But it definitely starts off like the first hour. I wasn't even reading it. Like the game actually kind of you do turns out need to read what things do, because I was just like click, click, click. Why do I suck so bad? Click. Like, God, this game is terrible. Click, click. And then chat was like, hey, you should do these 2 coins together. Okay, whatever. Oh, the number's getting bigger. Maybe I should read.
The numbers are going up.
Yeah, maybe I should read a little bit. And so that's what spawned like the offline addiction. I was playing the zookeeper, I think is one of the classes, and all the coins have to do with like different animals and whatnot. And so apparently it's one of the harder classes to start off with. I think it's the second or third one that you unlock. But the classes are actually pretty unique. There's one that's a chef. I think that one that we just saw with the crazy end game, I think that's the chef. And you like spawn different coins, and then you can have the coins be prepared into a meal, and then the numbers go up and interact. Like really weird things that you don't expect in a coin pusher roguelike style game. It's cool that they've added that stuff in there. But yeah, at the end of the day, this is the game right here. Coins rain down, they interact with one another, the numbers get bigger, then you get more coins, and all that stuff. Kind of fun, but maybe you have to be into it if you're into it.
Yeah.
I
mean, not only do you have to like number go up, you have to like big, like what, like it's a bigger number than you can even fathom.
Yeah.
Like you've seen those graphics, is like, this is what $1 million looks like. This is what $1 billion look like. And we're talking numbers like that are a million times that. Yeah. Like that kind of shit. Like you can't even comprehend numbers that big.
Yep. Another game, Zeke, I'm not sure, you might have played this in the past. I think Cohh and I both had sponsored streams for it. Cohh, you played a lot more. After 2 hours of the sponsored streams, and the last like 5 minutes, I got the game because there's so much reading. But Soulmask has left early access and launched 1.0. I ended my sponsored stream with like, I get this game. That's really fucking cool. And then I closed it because I was like, good God, that's complicated. So how many hours have you spent with it? And do you have like similar feelings on it?
I did a 2-hour sponsored stream, and I got to the end and felt the same way, but then I went back in and it's been like 15 hours now.
Okay. Now, so 15 well-spent hours, would you say?
Oh yeah. I mean, It's been a lot of exploration. It's been a lot of just kind of learning the system. The game itself is pretty janky, to put it bluntly. Like the combat is it's not as loose as Samson, but the combat's pretty loose. Some of the mechanics are definitely not very tight. There's some bugs. There's some things that don't work as they should. But that being said, it is a super cool survival game that is doing some things that simply just I haven't seen in this genre before. So the big thing that it does is it basically rim-worldifies the game. So if you've ever played a game called Age of Conan or Conan Exiles, then you know in that game, they kind of iterated on capturing people and bringing them back to your base and converting them and then having NPCs do stuff at your base. And some survival games do that as well. This game takes that premise and takes it to the extreme. So now NPCs are easily capturable. You can control them and become them at any point. So your character, your person in Soulmask is an actual physical mask. And any person that's on is just like the class you're playing at that time. So you start as a guy, you create a guy, but the game kind of alludes to you, and Chad has definitely told me, you can get much better people in the game, and then you transfer to them. Because every single person in this game, every NPC can have perks, it can have a class, it can have a potential, it can have like passives. Anytime there's a weapon skill that it uses, there's like this big list of skills, and a particular character gets a randomized small subset of those skills. So my rank 60 spear thing on my character could be completely different than your rank 60 spear thing.
Yeah.
Which is really interesting. On top of that, there's an entire RimWorld style priority system. So every single character you can assign as a different role, like a builder, a potter, a leather worker, an armorer. They will use your stuff and do the work at your base at those machines. If you are not, you can assign them, you can have them kind of work as a group and do whatever they want. This is a boat. There's a full boat, mobile bases, and you can also eventually put an anti-gravity thing in it.
Is that designed, by the way? Is the boat supposed to be your like hub?
Okay, so
because I made a hub on an island, and then I was like,
which is fine.
Okay, that's fine. I wasn't sure if I did that quote unquote right.
Dude, you can do both. First of all, some people build like a harbor and then build a boat in that. But then on top of that, you can build a base, you can build a boat. The boat can eventually fly, and then you can eventually build secondary and tertiary boats that connect to the big boat. So you could have like an aircraft carrier base thing, and then you could have like an attack ship, and then you could have like a harvesting ship, and then you could have like like all these different ships.
NPC
they'll plug
controlled?
In. I don't know if the NPCs can control the ships, but I do know that they can control everything on them.
Yeah.
And one super cool thing you can do is, for instance, my little ship here, which is the smallest technical base ship you can get. There's a small, medium, and then a large, and the large apparently is huge. The small one, like whenever I start moving my base, I hit a button, all my NPCs jump on board. I go to wherever I want, and then I hit another button, and that lets them go. And you can assign your NPCs to be like miners, harvesters, collectors, right? Woodcutters. And they literally just run off the boat and start doing all the stuff that you normally have to do yourself in these types of games. Yeah. And then bring it all back and store it exactly where it needs to go. You can assign NPCs to clean up your loot. Yeah. So you literally have like an army, you and an army group of NPC tear ass through an area, and then other NPCs come behind you and loot everything.
This screen right here is, I paused on it and I kind of feel bad because like, this is a lot of the game right here, as Cohh just described, but it builds to this. You're not immediately thrown into this because
it's a lot.
Like it's a lot. It's crazy how much it was.
But it's cool, and like every time I play it, I learn more about it. And it's one of those games that I feel like if you can really get into it, like it's going to have a lot to offer, a lot of very cool stuff. I can see a lot of other genre, other big names in this genre iterating on a lot of the stuff we see in Soulmask.
Yeah.
Even if it does it in a much more basic way, because this is a lot the way that I feel like since this game is one of the first of its kind doing it, it has to kind of let the player make all the decisions because we don't really know the best way to do all this yet. Because again, it's one of the first games doing it to this degree.
Yep.
So it's cool. It's a lot of fun. I'm definitely having a great time with it.
Yeah. I didn't get to that level of complication, but I kind of like cracked the egg open to see all of that type of stuff. And for me, it was, I described it to Chad as like, if you like survival games where you need to have multiple people playing, but you don't like your friends or don't play with friends, this is the type of game for you.
There you go, man.
Because you just go get a shit ton of NPCs and then tell them exactly what you want them to do, and they do that on like automated. Like all these people right here are just AI that have distinct rules that Cohh told them to do.
Yep. That's right.
But at the same time, thank God they build up to that, because even in the tutorial, I was like scratching my head of like, what the fuck does that mean? Or like, what is that menu? Or like, there are some like stop gaps too, where it's like, learn leather crafting. But in order to do that, you have to hit like level 15 on your mask or whatever.
So yeah, one of the things that I did that apparently they're doing on the official servers, and I strongly recommend, if you start a new game, turn the experience you gain to 500%.
Ah.
That's what they're doing on all the official servers for the opening weekend. So I would at least for the beginning of the game, especially if you're solo, like there's so much to this game already, just needing to grind should not be a part of it, especially at the very beginning. And I got stuck between levels 10 and 15. Like I had done everything I could do. I had made every single item I could up to my current tech level, and I couldn't really advance until level 15. And I was like halfway through 11. Yeah. And I played for an hour and got like a little into 12. And I was like, man, I don't know about this. And then all of chat was like, why aren't you playing on 500% like all the official servers? I was like, oh shit, why not? So then I did that. And like 5 minutes of mining later, I was 15 and good to keep moving. So, and it really starts slow, even on 5X, it starts really slowing down after that. So it's not, I wouldn't say it's too big of a deal.
Okay. Yep. Got it. Yeah. I did not do that. So I hit level 11 and was like, oh, I got to grind for 15. Let's go kill some NPCs, whatever, capture some more islands. And then I was like, this XP bar ain't moving. And then the 2 hours was up. So I didn't experience the 500 XP, but that sounds like the right way to do it, especially if they're doing that on all the official servers. But yeah, it's an interesting game. A lot of people in chat were saying, so it's like they took Kelvin from Sons of the Forest and then applied that to like multiple NPCs. And
Kelvin
I was
Plus,
like,
man.
It's Kelvin Plus.
It's way more than Kelvin.
Pulling me back in.
Yeah.
You're pulling me back in. My
it's way,
Kelvin.
dude, it's like an army of Kelvins.
Sweet, sweet Kelvin.
It's an army of Kelvins. Yep.
By the time you fully upgrade it, I think you can have up to like 20 different people. And keep in mind, every one of them has their own potential, their own passives, their own skills, their own levels, like their own equipment.
What dictates the limit of people that you can have?
There is a mask skill tree, and you update your mask skill. You start by, I think you can have 6 to start with, and then 9, and then it kind of goes up from there.
Got it. Okay, so it scales up that way. Cool. Yeah, I'm watching you literally do all the same things I kind of did in my 2 hours. Like, oh, what is this bathhouse?
Apparently you can get up to 50 plus.
Oh, 50 plus. Jesus.
50 plus. Yes.
I can't.
56 people.
Even with 3, I was just kind of like, how do I, okay. Because there's a lot of automation. Like the first thing I did to test the automation was you can go into planning mode to build a base or build anything. And then as long as they have the things that you're wanting to put down, then the NPCs,
like walls and foundations, and
as long as you have those crafted, the NPCs will go and grab them. You can take it a step further and have an NPC go to a station, craft those, put those in a box. A different NPC will come pick those up and then go place those on everything that you've planned out. But it's like there's evolutions and steps to it.
One of the beautiful things you can do, right? So you can set any item to maintain the construction value. So always have this many. And if you don't, then queue it up to have an NPC come over and craft it.
I didn't know
so
that.
You can have like all of your food is all ready to go. Bandage is ready to go. You can set up this thing called a gear kit. I think it's called a gear. It's basically a structure. And in the structure, you say, I want this armor set, these weapons, these tools, and then you assign tribes people to it. And they will just go to your inventory and equip themselves and keep it up to date. You can then set them to repair themselves. Like it's crazy. Yeah.
Okay.
The gear rack. Yeah, the gear rack.
Yeah.
But they have a lot of very fun tools for that stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know this might get me some boos from the audience, or like they'll know I don't care for these kind of games mostly. Is there a goal?
There's 4 main bosses, kind of like Valheim.
Okay.
Yeah, and each time you beat them, there's like meaningful stuff that you unlock and get from them. So there is definitely a like, you have goals. There's a boss to beat at the end. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And I do want to be clear, Cohh, you might actually be able to comment on this, so please do. This is one of 3 game types that at least for the sponsor, I was told to choose tribe mode.
Tribe. Yep.
And there is like a straight up survival mode, which I think does away with all this automation.
I think it might too. So it's kind of cool. They do give you 3 modes, and basically this was, I'm pretty sure that the modes were kind of like someone walked up to them and were like, so how do I play this game? Can I do it like this? And they were like, sure. And they're like, well, can I do it like this? And they're like, sure, you can do that too. so they kind of, you have a mode that completely removes most of the stuff that is automation and base building related, and is just like a combat sim from what it looks like. It's like survival mode. Then survival mode is the one I'm playing. I'm sorry. It's in fact, hold on. I had it.
There's tribe, survival, and something.
Tribe, survival, and then what was the last one called?
Yeah,
it's like combat or something.
Okay.
But yeah, so I started just like you in the sponsor stream in Tribe, and in Tribe you start on a little boat. The boat's pre-built. You have all these resources at the beginning. You have a little group. So it very much feels like it's like starting. It's like if you're playing RimWorld, it's like the one that gives you the most villagers and the little base setup. Like it gets you started. And then on top of that, it also makes it so the gameplay itself is a little bit more focused around the tribe stuff. So like your base gets attacked more and things like that. Then there's Survivor, and that's what I'm playing. And that's like the experience. You do whatever you want to do. The game's going to start you kind of at 0. And you can, if you want, like my base boat that I did, I had to build this whole thing from scratch. There was no pre-built boat or anything like that. Yeah. Just because I wanted to do it. And then the last one is called Warrior. And Warrior is if you just want to hit shit, from what I understand. Like it's much more of just like classic survival game, strips a lot of this more complicated stuff out and lets you just play the game. I do want to stay though. I feel like the warrior part of this game is probably the worst part of the game.
The combat, yeah.
Just something to keep in mind. I would not play this game as a warrior game. I feel like this game really shines in its tribe and NPC management stuff. It does have a lot of very interesting deep systems, but there's a lot of very interesting stuff in this game, and I feel like the warrior doesn't really shine a spotlight on it. It's the best way to say it.
Yeah. I would agree with that.
But it's not that's not fun. I mean, it's still a fun. The combat's still enjoyable. It's just not great.
It's not the star of the show by any means.
Yes, exactly.
What? Why does that NPC have a giant? Was that a log on his back? There's like a giant cannon or something.
That's a battering ram. So NPCs can carry around special devices that do more damage to buildings and stuff. So you
is there like siege warfare?
There is building destruction, and eventually you get cannons for your ship.
Jesus. Okay.
Like broadsides.
Yeah, that game goes places. Good Lord.
Oh, it does, dude. You should see like some of the videos they have of the advanced ships. Like that's what sold me on the game is I want to build one of those. That looks fun.
Okay. Yeah. Interesting. Because again, 2 hours spent with this for a sponsored stream. It finally clicked 2 hours in. So like be ready for a lot of reading of tutorials, and they are, you can see up here, this is the tutorials. So they are pretty detailed. Like it says like, go do dot, 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 by doing dot, 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 by pressing dot, dot, dot in the blah, blah, blah area. So they're very much clear of what you need to do. I heard that was a lot of feedback in the, I guess, demo or early access phase of this, was that the tutorial was not great. So I think this is a lot better. It seemed a lot better. It just seems a little wordy right at the start.
That's probably where because I tried it out, and I went to the doot and not the dot area. So like that's where I messed up.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
It's very important.
Now that I know it's dot, I will try that next time.
You got to do that. You got to do that.
Yeah.
Anyways, that's Soulmask. Cohh, you're gonna keep playing this when what's that game that comes out in 2 days? Windrose launches. Are you gonna bounce between the two?
So I'm kind of figuring out what I want to do between Windrose, Crimson Desert, and Soulmask. So I'm gonna see. I'm not entirely sure yet.
Okay. All right. Good luck with that.
That's a lot of game.
Yeah. Yeah. Fantastic. Good luck with that.
Thanks.
Someone sent me this. I think it's only worth mentioning. I don't know if there's a further discussion here, but I didn't know this, but apparently Disney is going to have an extraction shooter, and it's reportedly in development at Epic Games. And it's going to be coming out this year. It's expected to launch November 2026. I don't know what that is. An extraction shooter, Disney extraction shooter is what this article at IGN says. A Disney extraction shooter. So I don't know if that's.
Are they going to call it Epic Mickey Extraction?
Yeah, I don't. Is that is that like a Disney IP? Is that all Disney IP? Like, what is that actually? Is it a Star Wars game? Is it a Marvel game?
I don't know, man. It's escaping from Disney.
Yeah.
You have to get in and get as much done and get out before being murdered.
That would be great.
By animatronic Disney characters.
That'd be a hell of a game.
Escape from Gorge.
Yep, that's right.
I know.
Article says it's unclear which characters from Disney's wide catalog of IP it plans to let loose in the new extraction shooter from Epic. Further details on the two entertainment companies' continued partnership are even murkier, as Bloomberg reports that the plan is to eventually see at least a second and third game materialize in the future. There's no word on
They're concording it early.
There's no word on what shape each will take, as these site sources paint a picture of average internal reviews for game number 2, while resources for game number 3 have been reallocated to others. It looks like Bloomberg was the one that. No. Bloomberg. He starts talking about another. The article starts talking about another Bloomberg report, but yeah, I guess. We'll see what comes from that. I hope this is not them. They had that 1.5 billion investment that Disney made in Epic Games back in 2024. I hope that this is not the start of them buying it.
This is the investment.
Well, no, what I'm saying is I hope this is not the start of Disney buying Epic Games. Because then that means that Disney oversees UE4/UE5, really the Unreal Engine, I guess you could just say. And what does that mean, right? That gets really crazy. So, yeah, I suppose we'll see. With that.
Star Wars engine.
Yeah. What else? I guess we could talk a little bit about Skyrim RP, or however much you guys want to.
About what?
Skyrim RP is a thing that has blown up this past week.
Really?
A lot of folks in my circle started out playing it, and it kind of just continued to kind of steamroll. And so now, as of yesterday, the Skyrim RP server, how do you pronounce it? Kaizel? I have it on my freaking thing. I played it yesterday. Kaizel? Yeah, Kaizel Online. Has been at 650 players steady. It has not dropped since it launched 1.0 yesterday. You might be wondering, what does Skyrim RP mean?
Yes.
Skyrim RP is essentially the Skyrim world, 1-to-1, stripped out of all of its NPCs. There's no guards, there's no merchants, there's no Jarls, there's no anything. There are some creatures in the world that kind of have a spawn sequence to them on a timer. But essentially all those things are gone, and players fill the role of that. And so it's kind of taken over. It's kind of like I guess like a GT-esque RP thing on Twitch, and it's continuing to steamroll. Yesterday was their 1.0 launch. Prior to that, they were averaging around 400 to 500 players. When I say 650 players, I need to be very clear. That is all on one server. And it runs well. And it is pretty impressive because like I'll pull up some footage here of me playing it yesterday. You walk into like Whiterun, for example, and it's populated with, they have a heat map up that you can go look at, where there's like 100 people in Whiterun, all real players. It has proximity chat. You can interact, you can trade. There's different things that you can do. So you can go and like become a master blacksmith or a master fletcher or whatever. It's kind of bare bones, but it's also kind of fucking awesome. At the same, like, I go back and forth with it in terms of like, God, this sucks, to like, wow, that's really fucking cool. And it's been a fun thing to do. Let me pull up some footage of it so you guys can get a better grasp of it. But also, like, I'm sure you guys have questions, so please ask, both chat and the two of you.
Do you build stuff? Like, do you build a home, or do you just claim a home that's already been built by Skyrim the game?
So that is an interesting question. You can claim lands or land, but right now that is behind admin discretion. So you can't just like walk up and be like, this is mine. You have to basically go and RP it. You have to go before a Jarl, present to the Jarl why you think you deserve this land. And if they agree to it, then they give you that land. Which a lot of it is kind of like left up to the phrase like go RP it out. That's what Strippin did. Strippin went before kind of the High King and was like, hey, there's no adventuring guild in this land. I would love to start an adventuring guild. And the High King was like, what does that mean? And then he was like, well, you can basically send people that show up without anything over to us, and we'll have a blacksmith and a tailor, give them kind of, you know, the first stepping stone into the world. We'll give them a set of iron gear. We'll give them some iron weapons, maybe a couple of, a little bit of coin, a little bit of food, and we'll set them on their way. If they want like adventuring parties to go and hunt, you know, creatures within the world, then we'll go out and do that. And
all the normal creatures are still there?
Not all of them. This takes place story-wise 20 years after Skyrim is what they're saying.
After.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
And so like dragons are gone. No one knows where who do you play in Skyrim? The dragon.
The dragon shouter guy?
Yeah. What the fuck is it? The Dovahkiin. There you go. Dragonborn. Yeah. I don't think anyone knows where he's at. Magic is not even allowed. Well, you can't just be like, I cast magic. You have to go to college. You have to go to the magic college and actually take classes to learn magic. And it's not something they just give you. It is like they have
like a person that his RP job is to teach other RP people the magic of the world.
Yes.
He had to like plan a curriculum.
It's, for lack of a better word, it's literally Hogwarts. You like go to the Winterhold college. Tested? There are tests. There are everything. It's like fully RP.
Oh my God. Wow.
And
That's cool.
Maybe the best part about this, where a lot of people hear everything and they're like, oh, that's cool. I could probably never play it because it's whitelisted. The server's public. Anyone can join. There is no whitelisting at all on the server. You just download the game. All it takes is base Skyrim. You download the launcher and you get in. You're probably also thinking like, wow, that's probably a fucking mess and just dipshits running around. I've played for about 20 hours. I've never met a singular dipshit. They are very, very quick to ban people in this.
Okay.
I have not interacted or had a bad interaction about any of that. Also, since 1.0 launched yesterday and there's 650 people on it, it's really fucking hard to get on the server right now. There's no queue.
That was my next question. Is like, is it crashing a lot or is there a queue?
There's when 1.0 launched, they increased it to 900 people and they were having issues. So then they decreased that back down to 650 and it's been very stable. But there's no queue for the server. They don't have like, it's one dev, by the way, that does all of this. It's a singular dev that's working on everything. He's also paying for everything. Which is also crazy to think because this is not a cheap endeavor whatsoever.
Weird.
Yeah. And he's very vocal in the Discord, which you actually have to join the Discord in order to like log in. It has a proper launcher and that links with the Discord and then you're able to log in. But yeah, there's no queue system. So right now, the best way to get on is just like hitting play, seeing if you got in. Oh, I didn't get in. Closing the game, hitting play, see if I got in. That type of stuff. There is a Patreon. I think that's the only way that you can give any of the money. I don't know how successful it is. I've never actually clicked on it. It is making, I just clicked on it. It's making $991 a month. There's 314 members. I don't know what you get for being a part of it. You get a special role on Discord. You get you get one additional character slot. And like Discord access, I guess, to the Patreon Discord, whatever that means. But yeah, it's kind of wild. I'm trying to think what's happening right now of this footage. There's a lot of this. If you've never played on an RP server before, RP servers and games is basically, we're going to stand around in a circle and have a conversation, and then we're going to walk to another circle with a bunch of people and have a conversation. And then, oh yeah, maybe we'll go kill this mammoth right here because that drops like leather, and you know, you need leather to craft blah, blah, blah. But then once we finish killing that mammoth, we're going to walk over to this other circle. And when we get to that circle, we're going to talk about this. So if that's not something that interests you, then maybe shy away.
Is this like, is the GTA RP community moving over to this? Is this like the next big thing? Is there a streaming thing for this?
Yes, there is some of the GTA community, the GTA RP community has moved over. There's a handful of streamers that have. Moved over is kind of a strong term. I think they're checking it out. You know, they're like looking into it to see. But it's a lot slower than GTA because there's no phones. Right? You can't you can't pick up a phone and call someone across the world. You have to travel.
There's no cars, no helicopters.
How do they do this in the game? Is there any way to talk to people across? Like, you have to be in proximity to talk to everyone?
Yeah, you have to be in proximity.
How do you know if they're logged in?
You don't. I mean,
now are they strict about like metagame stuff and like how
you do kind of metagame to like see if so-and-so's online, or a lot of times people will RP it out because there's so many people traveling that when you're just on the road, you'll pass 50 people, right?
No, you can send ravens?
Well, people say you send, I don't think that there's a mechanic in game to send ravens or pigeons.
You send ravens.
I think that's like, I think that's, I thought that was code word that like you're going to message them.
I sent you a raven. Go check it.
Yeah, I don't think that there's actual like ravens.
Flex your F muscle.
Yes. Chat's saying, oh no, you can send a pigeon. So maybe there is like a pigeon thing in game.
Cool.
But at the same time, it's kind of cool because one thing that I think never happened in GTA was the idea of a rumor or like I heard. And now on this server, it's very, very common to be like, oh man, I heard that there's bears out there that are called skooma bears. And these skooma bears is,
like cocaine bear?
Yeah, they're bears that got into some skooma and they're fucking crazy. And people are like, oh, wow, that's crazy. Okay, we got to be careful of that. And then a lot of times when that happens, an admin will be watching the stream and the admin will go spawn a bear and increase the HP and then go and attack people. And it becomes
so you can
a fucking
rumors
skooma
into
bear. Yes, and that's awesome. Like what Strippin is. Strippin's playing a lot.
Dude.
And so I watched, for example, like
that harkens to like old school EverQuest GM events.
Yes, it's exactly like that.
Man,
I watched
awesome.
Burke Black has been streaming it. He was playing a guard prior to 1.0 launch yesterday. He's playing a guard in Whiterun, right? And so people would walk into Whiterun. He'd be a guard there and be like, hey, good day, what can I help you with, blah, blah, blah. And they'd have it back and forth. Someone ran into Whiterun while he was on guard duty and was like, oh my God, there's a giant and mammoth outside. What do we do? And he's like, oh, quick, I'll go get the captain of the guard. You go and round up some more guards. He walks outside, the captain of the guard walks out, as well as like 10 other guards. and they escort this mammoth and giant, which is an admin, from Whiterun all the way to Riverrun, and run in front of the as they're walking down the road. They're like, "Hey, giant and mammoth coming down! Like, clear out of the road! Clear out of the road! Get out of the way!" Like all these people, because it's all real people, they get out of the road and wait for this mammoth and giant to walk by. And you're like, this is kind of fucking cool. Like this is great. I'm glad everyone's buying into this, because all it takes is one person to ruin that, right? And then they would just kick them, but no one did, and it was just really cool RP. It's been really interesting to like see all this stuff. There's a lot of standing around, which is what you're seeing right here. The bit here is that this guy, we call him the main character of the server. He's just a random dude. His name's Freeman, and he tells stories, and he oftentimes embellishes the stories to where he gets people in trouble. But the bit here is that he started his like life story to me, and I noticed that someone like passed him off to me because they were tired of listening to him. And so I was like, oh God, he joined the group, and he's like, hey, and I was like, hey, how's it going? Well, nice to meet you, which you don't know people's name until they introduce themselves. It's like an actual mechanic in game. They're just known as whatever, and you have to actually introduce yourself and like show it to them. And so he goes, hey, and I go, what's your story? And he goes, well, do you want the long version or the short version? And I was like, I guess I'll take the long version. Like, don't leave any details out.
Yeah.
He went on for 30 fucking minutes about this, how he like came to be and all this stuff. And like someone joined midway through him telling the story, and I was like, I think you need to start over. He's like, oh yeah, no problem.
Oh my God.
No problem. Yeah, we'll start over. We'll start from the beginning. I was like, yeah, and don't leave anything out. And so that's Goliath right there to the left, who like joined the conversation. He just talked for like 30 plus minutes.
So what was his story about? Like what did he do?
Oh, I didn't fucking listen. There was like a whole bunch of shit. He's gotten in trouble with a couple cities because he'll embellish. And so there was one thing where like he went to Whiterun and told the guard that the Imperials were like getting they were basically all outside, and they were building an army, and they were about to attack Whiterun, which is a thing that can actually happen if players want to go, and there's PvP, you can just attack anyone you want.
Oh, cool.
And so he built up the story that like, yeah, the Imperials are coming to attack, blah, 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 blah. And they built like 50 plus people to like defend the city because of this guy doing this. And they all walk outside, and it was like 2 dudes. And they're like, no, we're not doing that. Like, what are you talking? We're not building an army at all. And so the guard got really fucking pissed because he just created all this shit, and like none of it was true. And so like,
that's really fun.
If it was GTA RP, right, they would just call him up on the phone and be like, hey, are you seeing this? But because there's no cell phone and people aren't metagaming it, it's all rumor, and you have to go actually check it out. It's really interesting. Sorry, car horn was going off. It's really interesting seeing all that stuff. Strippin has a bunch of like, he basically has a bard that follows him around and has embellished everything about him. So he's like a local legend on the server, and none of it's true.
Oh, like Brave Sir Robin from fucking Monty Python Holy Grail.
Yeah. So Strippin's character is like
amazing.
He's like punched a vampire and lived to tell the tale. There are vampires in the game. He's like he's fought with the skooma bears. He's defeated a cyclops and a mammoth. All of this different stuff, and so that's why Strippin's the leader of the Adventure Guild, because all of this thing happened. He's marked by the werewolves.
He's the leader of the Adventure Guild?
Yeah. He founded the Adventuring Guild. And so he is
okay,
the
when he's that's like a pretty big position in the RP, right?
Yeah.
So he has to deal with like lots of new players, lots of all that. Does he have to like, when you're doing something like that on a server like this, do you have to be on a certain amount per day? Like how does that work when you're a key position?
I don't want to speak for Strippin, but essentially I have found Strippin complaining about the amount of responsibilities that he has now fallen into.
Interesting.
It was kind of like a friend of ours named Joe Fudge, who's also a streamer, and he's actually a DM for Dungeons and Dragons and has a show and all that stuff, but he has his own characters. He basically showed up with a new character that was like from Sam's character's past. And he's like, you should start an adventuring guild. And Strippin was like, I don't really want to do that. And he's like, no, you should really do this. And so he started that, and then a werewolf ended up killing him, blah, blah, blah. There's a bunch of backstory. And so Strippin founded the adventuring guild for that. But now, because he's one of the bigger streamers for it, he gets like 2,500, 3,000 viewers. He logs in, and it's just constant. Like, he never gets a break to do anything that he wants to do. Dang. It's just someone coming to him nonstop with like, hey, can you go help with this? Hey, you need to go talk to the Jarl. Hey, the blacksmith is having issues. Hey, can you help me? I need help with it. Like, it's just constant. So he has like alt characters that he'll play off server or off stream to get like a break from that. But yeah. Wow. There was a blacksmith yesterday that in the 1.0 launch, one of our friends, he pulled a 12-hour shift, because that's how you get items in the game, is you have to have a blacksmith make them, right? And so if there's no blacksmith online, then you can't get items. So the Adventuring Guild set up a blacksmith that was kind of always online, because there's no NPCs. So that's the only way to get any sort of items. And he can hire an apprentice. He can like do all that stuff. You have people working like front of house. Max played for 10 hours. I didn't know that. Max was playing last night. He's playing a Khajiit and doing like the whole voice.
God.
Not Maximilian dude.
Mexican.
Gassy Mexican. Yeah.
I was like, they got Max on this shit?
Yeah, no, not Maximilian dude. Gassy Mexican, yeah.
I want to hear Maximilian put on a Khajiit voice now.
There you go. Yeah. Yeah, and so it's kind of wild to like hear the stories, but the entire time I've talked about this, you've seen me standing around in a circle like talking.
Yeah, this is
dudes.
What am I watching?
Yeah, it's because this guy's telling me his life story.
Do something.
That guy's telling me his life story.
So outside of standing around in circles, what did you do?
When I first joined, this is Jinx's character, who's I don't know. She's been on the show. Jinx plays an orc, who's the blacksmith, and I walked up and said that she was a weakling and she's not the strongest person in the Adventuring Guild. Right when I met her, she's like, "Oh, well, we should go and fight to have that out." And so I said, "Sure." She was very confident. I ended up killing her, and now she blames the wind, aka the ping difference, because she's European, on why I won. And I always have that story.
Must have been the wind.
Yeah. I always have that story. So I fought and killed Jinx, or defeated Jinx. I met with Freeman. I did a bunch of like blacksmithing things to figure that out. Here's us running over to Riverwood.
I thought it was River Run. Yeah,
I think it's River
right.
Yeah,
you're good.
Like collect wood,
because it's White Run.
It's White Run. Oh,
Riverwood.
Okay.
Yeah,
you're right. You nailed it.
Yeah. So like these are all real players. Just standing around and walking. You'll see as soon as we approach the city here, like on the main street, that there's a huge amount of people in line to talk to the blacksmith to get items made. There's a general store. There's guards that like help people out. It's a really fascinating thing that I want to see where it goes, because the server's been up for months and it never really had a huge amount of traction until it started getting streamed this past week. Joe and Strippin were two of the bigger streamers Joe Fudge were two of the bigger streamers to like start off. And now it's just kind of spiraled into this massive thing to where it's fucking impossible to even get on the server in the first place. Dexerto has been writing articles about it. The word of mouth is going crazy. Bunch of GTA mainstays are streaming it.
Are they going to open a second server?
I don't know. I don't know if they have any intention to. He's pretty vocal in the Discord. The dev is pretty vocal in the Discord, but I don't know if that's something they want to do. But it is a pretty fascinating time. It's also kind of a mind fuck that it's 2026 and I'm like, I'm going to play Skyrim. Then I log out of Skyrim for stream and it's like, well, I guess I'll relax in some World of Warcraft. So my brain's a little bit wild in terms of the games that I'm playing.
Understandable.
Yeah. Someone in my chat said they talked about opening a second whitelist server if it continues the way it is. So kind of the way that I think GTA went, right? Where they started to have those whitelist servers down the line.
Yeah.
But yeah, you just go to it's open if you want to check it out right now. All you got to have is Skyrim Special Edition.
Does your character have like an occupation or something?
My character specifically, or are you saying
what do you
just
do?
in general?
Yeah.
What do you want to do?
No, your character.
So I made a really buff wood elf. And I was going to be a blacksmith, but now that I've seen kind of what that entails, I don't know if I want that.
That sounds like work. JP doesn't do that.
Well, like, Jinx, I don't know if she's still streaming. Okay, yeah, she's not. Jinx was like playing till 5 or 6 a.m. last night, her time, and it just nonstop. Lawman pulled like 12 hours of blacksmithing work. Like, I don't want that type of responsibility, I guess, or the need to be on, because it really has like, that's the other thing that it's introduced is a real sense of FOMO. If you're not constantly on and you're not constantly like engaged in the narrative of the server, you're gonna miss out. And so that kind of sucks. But
what are you gonna do? Stand in a circle and catch up on stuff? Like,
well, it's like it's the idea that the narrative and the story is being created, and I'm not a part of it right now.
Yeah, right. Because that's all there is.
Yeah, that's all there is.
That's everything. There's not. And actually, quick question: do you still have all the normal Skyrim leveling stuff? You
cannot level. You're stuck at level 1. There is like they did build in a leveling thing, which you can basically master one of, I think, 8 professions. So like tailoring, blacksmithing, whatever. And you can only master one, and you can't change that at all. And as you scale that up, you can, go from iron to steel to gold to silver to whatever. So that's kind of the process. You can mine better stuff. You can find the rarer wood, all that different stuff. They also introduced a new a new warrior thing that gives you like fighting abilities, stuff like that, different moves and things. But there's like hunting. God, I think there's like 8 or 9. Hunting, mining, blacksmithing, tailoring, warrior. I don't know what the other 3 are.
I want to see that magic school, damn it. You got me intrigued with that shit. Like,
God, there was a really, Kraken we've had on the show. He's a big RPer. He was playing, the story essentially was that he logged into the game. He went and met a blacksmith that was super nice to him. Kraken said that his hands were, in character said that his hands were like watering because he was nervous. Because he was like playing kind of a childish character that, is very sheltered, whatever. The blacksmith told him that like, oh, that means that you have magical abilities. You should go to the College of Whiterun and get like tested to see if you're a mage. And so he basically like gave him a quest rather, which there wasn't anything official. It was just like, here's a quest. And so Kraken went to the College of Whiterun. Somehow, I don't know where he picked it up, but he got a potion of invisibility, and they weren't letting him in to the college. And so he popped the potion of invisibility and walked in while they were having the RP was that they were having some sort of like debate over how something works. And so they couldn't come out and meet him. He walked in, he got really fucking nervous. The potion ran out. There are executions in the game where they will just straight up execute
God,
people if you are caught like trespassing or whatever. So Kraken runs out. He finds himself like up on like the second or third story of the College of Winterhold. And the group that he traveled with is like below him. And so he's trying to jump down to them without like seeming out of place or anything like that, like he did anything bad. When he falls down, he falls right in front of Jinx's character and just dies from fall damage. So all they know is Kraken just falls right in front of them and dies. Like that just sparks out a huge amount of RP of like, oh my fucking God, what happened? Why did he die? Yada, 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 yada. Jinx runs away, tells the town guard that like she's the one that killed Kraken. The guard like escorts her back to the city because she killed someone. And then Kraken pops up because he resurrected in the temple and was like, no, I'm fine. Blah, blah, blah. You know, just wild shit like that happens where the story just continues to unravel. And then it becomes something that, you know, it becomes legend of like, oh yeah, do you remember the guy that went to the College of Winterhold trying to find the mages and then killed himself? Right? Like, that's a story. Don't do that.
That's honestly like, from Jinx's perspective, that's the Morrowind moment.
Yeah. Yeah. It's all just like ongoing improv ultimately. And so that's why I feel so much FOMO when I like can't get on the server and play, because I can't be a part of that story, which I've already said once, but that's really the biggest issue that I'm having right now is like, it's so popular that you can't get involved whenever you want.
The sounds of it, it's only going to get more. I mean,
yeah. And now here I am talking about it on a show in front of a bunch of people.
600 people on the server, and you're talking about it in front of 11,000 people.
Yes.
So,
yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, guys.
It's the type of thing too where I start to look at it as like, well, GTA bought 5M, right, for RPing. That they bought the company that like made the GTA RP servers.
True.
Does Bethesda down the line look at this as something that they want to entertain? Like, do they want to introduce like, I mean, they kind of already have RP servers in, you know, Elder Scrolls Online, but it's not the same thing, right? Like it's a completely different thing. So do they help? I mean, this is like a mod. Maybe they give them more support. I don't know. I don't know how they approach that. They also don't have the same monetary system that something like GTA does, right? Like,
I was going to say, you have to keep in mind, if Bethesda was going to do this, then it would be with a cosmetic cash shop. There'd be a subscription service. You'd have to pay $300 a month for your servers. Like, yeah,
yeah,
but I'm sure they're smelling money. Depending if it gets big,
if it's
enough.
on their radar. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, if they think it'll make them money, they're going to do it. But I mean, you also have to remember, like, this all sounds cool. This all sounds fun, but we're talking about a server that 650 people are playing on. So that's
not much. Yeah.
That's not much. That's right. So yeah, we'll see.
Just for comparison, like how many people are on a typical GTA RP server?
So GTA RP servers, I would say, are much, 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 much smaller. Like numbers wise, I want to say it barely even pushes 150 or something.
Okay.
Yeah, chat saying less than 200 right now. But there are like probably hundreds, if not thousands, of GTA RP servers, whereas this one is a single server, right? So there's, I guess that it also comes down to like the infrastructure of GTA is different than like a Skyrim. I don't understand in the first place how the fuck this is working, to be honest. Having 600 plus people in a Skyrim world is literal magic to me.
Oh, wait a second. I just realized something. You said earlier that this guy is making money on this? Like he has a Patreon and stuff up?
He has a Patreon, but none of the Patreon is linked apart from a character slot. None of it gives you anything in game. So I don't think Bethesda can come for him.
That's what I was wondering. Because I mean, technically he's using their stuff.
Yeah.
I wonder that I could see them potentially coming after him for if
Yeah.
I don't know if he's doing enough with it. I don't know.
I don't know.
Maybe they pull it under a modding umbrella of some kind.
Yeah. You would think that if this continues to grow, which I think it, like you said, it's only going to steamroll, eventually Bethesda will have to say something, right? Like they're going to have to comment on it.
You'd have to, yeah. I think.
Yeah. Because it.
How many character slots do you start with?
2.
Out of curiosity.
Yeah.
2? Okay.
2.
It's permadeath.
So the Patreon gives you a third.
It's permadeath if you want it to be permadeath. Like when you die, the rules of the server, which is crazy to me that people follow the rules of the server in today's day and age. The rules of the server are, I think it's that you wake up and you're not sure what happened. But you can also just decide that you're going to perma. One of the big rules is there's no ERP. You cannot ERP at all on the server. Yeah, they will just ban you immediately. No, don't try to make an argument. No, just ban. This, we're done. No ERP.
What is that? I don't know ERP.
This isn't a bit, right?
No, it's not a bit. No, I'm serious.
Okay.
I think he just doesn't know
asking.
No.
Oh, okay. ERP is erotic roleplay.
Erotic? Yeah.
Okay, yeah. No,
yeah. I wasn't sure if that was a bit or not.
Tell me more, though.
I know that extensively from.
Please go into
I had
detail now.
extensive ERP experience from my time in Final Fantasy 14.
There you go. Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
So there's no so this isn't, there's no I mean, Lusty Argonian Maid is part of the lore. Like it's, so you can do they have rules as you can, there's a lot.
No, don't try to make an argument. Just know. That's what their rules say, Zeke.
Yeah.
Really? Okay.
If you're having to ask,
I am not kidding you. When I thought about what I would do in this is I would be like a street performer and I would be performing Lusty Argonian Maid for anyone who wants to throw coins in my hat.
There are bards. Yeah, they had a bard competition the other day that was completely player run. They just said, hey, we're doing a bard competition. Go over to blah, blah, blah. They say EST, which stands for Eastern Time Zone, but also
Eastern Standard Time,
but they say also, oh God, what is the acronym? It's something Skyrim time, Elder Scroll time.
Elder Scroll time,
which I thought was pretty clever.
Oh, that's
we'll see you at 7:00 Elder Scroll time.
Elder Scroll time.
It's pretty cute. Pretty cute. Character death. The rules are when character dies, they are considered to have fallen unconscious. When you fall unconscious and awake in the temple, you cannot remember the events leading up to you being knocked out. You can remember the cause of your death and location, but not who caused it or who was around you. And you could also
interesting. So that opens up murder and stuff and all sorts of.
Oh well, yeah. Burke Black and 3 viewers. I don't know if they were other streamers. I'm not sure who it was, but they were sitting on a bridge last night, a heavily trafficked bridge, and they were playing Bandits. If you wanted to cross the bridge, you had to pay the toll. And so a lot of people would just be like, fuck you, and run by them, and they try to fight them. But a lot of people would stop, and they would, say give us blah, blah, blah food and coin, and you can pass.
So if they didn't, they could just kill them? Would that be totally in rules?
You can start swinging.
You can bandit and everything. Start swinging? Okay.
You can start swinging.
Nice.
As long as you RP it hey, I'm a bandit. This is our bridge. Give us money so you can pass. You can't.
I love how the RP is, I want all your shit, and I'm RPing.
Yeah,
pretty much. Yeah, right. I mean,
I guess.
absolutely.
Yeah,
that's great.
Yeah,
love it.
Yeah.
Where does the currency gold come from?
So there are there's a handful of, I guess you can call them mini games on the server that gold is generated. So I think it's once every 10 hours you can do 20 hay bales, and each hay bale delivery is 5 gold. And so that spawns gold on the server. But everything else is done through player commerce. So gold is kind of built up over time. essentially.
Okay.
Is how I would.
I just wondered where it generates from to stimulate the economy. Like,
yeah.
Because it like I didn't know if you spawned in with some gold or whatever.
Yeah. Well, you do start with 40 gold on your character. You start with 40 gold, a mining axe, and a logging axe. Or sorry, a mining pickaxe and a logging axe, and 2 pieces of clothing, and that's it. So. Over time, it gets like built up.
Okay.
But there's already like, I think they said yesterday afternoon, they said that there was already 1,600 new characters created since the wipe. That's kind of how popular it is. I don't know if that number has increased, but yeah, it's definitely skyrocketed from that. And as it gets more viewers, I think it's only going to continue to skyrocket.
Only going to get bigger.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's just fascinating to me that in 2026, a server that doesn't have whitelist can function, and it's not just people, running around screaming racial commentary. Like it's not just a fucking mess. Like it's actually RP.
Playing music through their microphone.
Yeah, you can't do any music. Also, no DMCA music on your mic, and like it doesn't happen. I don't know if we're about to cross that threshold soon with how big it's getting. Because it might just be like the type of content creators that are streaming it have kind of mature audiences that the second, like a 20, 30,000 viewer streamer gets on there.
Let's get XQC on that server.
Yeah. Right? Is it going to skyrocket? I don't know. It might push out a lot of the GTA RPers because it doesn't have guns or cars or, cell phones to call people. It might not just be something that they're into. But it depends. We'll see.
It seems like a lot more work to do this RP than GTA.
Yeah. Well, and everyone kind of has a voice, right? Because it's fantasy. So you can't just like there are a lot of self inserts where people are, playing themselves, but there's also a lot of people that are playing like Argonians, and they all say like this one, and their names are all very RP'd, where it's like that person's name is like Tell No Lies, or there's a blacksmith, and the blacksmith of Whiterun is Makes Many Rings or something like that. Like just really cool names.
That's perfect.
Yeah. There's people walking around that are Nords that sound exactly like Nords, and everyone kind of, has the same dialogue from the game itself. So everyone's like, "Hail, traveler," or whatever you say whenever you close a conversation with an NPC, they all say that as well. But it's very fascinating to see all that stuff. I just hope that it stays that pure. We'll see. I'll let you guys know next week if it continues down that line or if
So you're planning on playing all week?
I'll probably play some more of it. Yeah, it really comes down to like, can I get on the server? It's a fucking right now it's capped at 650. My friend tried yesterday for 8 hours straight and they couldn't get on.
Jesus, yeah.
Oh wow.
And last night when I was watching Gassy at like 3 a.m., it was still full. Like it's just around the clock full. It's just really fucking hard to get on. If I miss enough of the like story creation, I'll probably dip out because I just don't want to like show up as, "Hey guys, I'm Billy Bob. Welcome to the Adventuring Guild." And there's like 100 people there and like, "Hi, what do you do at the Adventuring Guild?" It's like, I don't know. I just met you guys. It's just not fun. I want to be there and like get in at the ground level, as it were, rather than after the story's already created. So
that checks out.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. It depends on if I can get on. I am looking forward to White Rose. No, what's the pirate game on Tuesday? Windrose. Yeah, I'll probably check that out. But
what did you say?
Yeah, it'll be. That's probably what I'll fall back on if I can't get on.
Well, what's your character's name?
Right now, my character's name is Red Iron Oak. REDD Iron Oak is the last name. He's like a really buff wood elf. I don't really know much about his story. Apart that he got super buff because he ate his greens, which is not me eating vegetables. It's me eating orcs because wood elves are. So, yeah. Basically, Chadwin the elf. He's got like a Giga Chad face. He looks really ridiculous. So, yeah. We'll see where that goes. It depends on if I can get on. Max seemed to have a really good time with it last night, though. I was watching him for a fair amount of time and was jealous that he could get on the server. He just like happened to log on. He just clicked play once and it let him on. Fucking bastard.
Some guys have all the luck, man.
Some guys have all the luck, you know? Some guys have all the luck. Does it sound like something you guys are going to try? Zeke, you seem to be kind of entertained by it. You even have a character in mind to go work the streets.
Here's the thing with RP stuff. Like it sounds so appealing to me. When the few times that I've tried the online RP, mostly GTA RP, there's a reason why D&D has DMs. So you have like something specific to do, to accomplish.
Yeah.
And that's why games have goals and quests and stuff like that. Like just jumping in and being like, you know, it's like a sandbox game. Like that's why I have trouble getting into sandbox games, because it's like, tell me what to do. Give me something to do. You know, whereas this is like, make your own fun. And I've always been like, I've never jibed really well with make your own fun stuff.
Sure. I will say the admins are aware of streaming culture and do create things around streamers for better or worse. So not necessarily going to happen, but maybe, you know, maybe they'll do something or create something around that, around you if you play long enough. Like, depends on how far you want to take it. I think that's kind of the biggest thing that I've noticed is like, if the admins see that you care a lot, then they will treat you as someone who cares a lot because they care a lot as well. And they'll like create situations and things for you.
That's cool, man. That's really cool.
No, they kind of serve as a DM is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah. Well, the thing I brought up, the reason why the magic school intrigued me is because magic school has a goal. It's like, by the time I get out of this, I want to be able to cast a spell or two.
But yeah. I mean, like another story for that is I had another streamer who was just out in the wilderness, and he stumbled upon someone who was he had kind of like a one of the emotes is you can like write into a journal, and he said that he was painting a picture. The individual was painting a picture, and that's why he was out there. And the guy had like really crazy high level armor that he had never seen before, like ebony armor that my streamer friend had seen. And the guy painting the picture was like, "Leave! I don't want you in this picture, and you're like ruining, you know, you're ruining the moment." And my friend was like, "What the fuck? Like what? Why are you being such a jerk? Like why are you being so rude?" It's like, "Sir, I'm gonna have to ask you to leave. Please, soon, now." And my friend was like, "Why? What are you going to do about it?" The guy fucking starts sucking his blood, and he was a vampire. And just kills my friend.
Well,
and so like, that's why he wanted him gone.
Dude should have left. I mean, what are you going to say?
He should have left. And it was just like someone that's been on the server for a very long time. And it was a vampire.
He did his best.
Yeah. He started casting like some sort of blood suck spell. And it was like, holy shit, that guy has magic. Like it's cool that it's such a rarity that when you see it, you're like, oh my God. I can't believe he's casting magic on me. So yeah, it's cool. We'll see if I'm still singing its praises next week. It might be like, God, the server is ruined. People have had their way with it. It's absolute shit show. But see what happens. What else have we played? Anything else you guys want to mention? We got about 20 minutes left.
I got two main games that I would love to talk about.
Okay.
One of them I'm still playing it off stream because I stopped streaming it because the last achievement that I wanted to get was just a grind. But I played a shitload of Retro Rewind.
Oh yeah.
And I did not think that it was going to be a game for me. I put it off and put it off and put it off because I played another I played lots of like store sim games.
Uh-huh.
But this one, man, this one hit different. It was one of those games where like I played it. Remember TCG Simulator, the trading card game simulator shop? TCG Shop Simulator. That one had something for me because I was a Magic guy. I was a Magic kid. Like I played a bunch of Magic the Gathering. So I'm like, I get cracking packs and looking for rares and like that had the feed and stuff. This one completely like, I remember everybody like of my age, like remembers going into Blockbuster or Hollywood Video or whatever your video store was. My first one was called Rent-A-Flick. And you'd go in, it was just a mom and pop store in my hometown. But you go in there and you'd like, see all the movies and like you just walk around looking at all the box arts and you know it had a certain vibe and a certain smell to it and stuff like that. And I played a little bit of it on Indie Day. And I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna continue. And I ended up playing it for 2 full streams just to get my store up. And you know it's really cool because they don't give you everything right away, which is always overwhelming to me. It hurts my little brain. When they give you all this stuff. And that's what I think that's a mistake, or not a mistake, but like something that it's a reason I bounce off a lot of these kind of games. Cause they're like, okay, you've done the tutorial. Here's everything. And you're like, fuck, that's too much stuff. This one, it's like, all right, you've gained enough money. You've gained a level. Here's a shelf. One new shelf that you can have. Here's a decoration. One new decoration that you can have. And the progression, it's not slow. So it's pretty fast, but it's like one thing at a time. And they give you one. Like, and as you level up, you get more genres of movies. So like you start off with horror and then you go to science fiction. And then you, after a couple of levels, a couple of like in-game days, you get, you know, Westerns and, you know, all this kind of shit. So it's really great. And then they're like, okay, you want to sell snacks? It's snack day. So you can sell snacks now. So stock yourself with snacks if you want. And then you look at the prices. The other thing is that I liked about it is that I don't have to set the prices. The prices are all set in the game.
Oh,
so that's
okay.
Super, super nice for me.
You can't change them at all?
No, not as far as I know.
Okay.
Rentals are $4. If there are foil copies of movies, they rent for $4.50. New releases are $7. And porno is, I know it's higher priced than a regular rental. It's like between 5 and 7. I can't remember. But you can get adult movies, not on the computer, but you get them from a guy out back. Like he shows up on Tuesdays and Thursdays, and you can go get the pornos from the guy out back.
Sure.
You get really excited because it's like, oh, it's dirty movie day. Let's go get them dirty movies. And you go out back and you buy up all those movies. And you can actually, like, they have a SKU system, an SKU system in the game where if you find a movie and you look at the SKU, you can order another copy. However, as it was back in the day, ordering a copy of a VHS, not black market, is expensive. It's like the black market guy sells them for $3 and $4. The computer market sells them for like $100.
Huh?
So
is
like,
that what I never like knew? Is that what it cost back in the day for like a Blockbuster?
That's the whole idea. That's what started rental stores. Is that VHS copies were like $100 more, $100 plus a piece.
Huh?
And that's why they started rental stores, because no one could afford to buy them. Like they weren't like cassettes or compact discs or anything like that.
Yeah,
they were super expensive back in the day.
Yeah.
And then it just took off and became a thing.
But those prices came down eventually, right? I'm now starting to okay. I was like, we had like 100 plus VHSs in my house. Were we rich? And I wasn't.
No. It started off real high, but it's like any new piece of tech. Like a CD player back in the day was like $700-800, or like $1,000 if you really want a nice one.
Like I had every fucking Disney movie after 1990. You get a CD player for like $20. Yeah,
exactly.
Okay.
But it's pretty simplified. and it's pretty easy. The 20,000 different titles of movies, and you can tell like the person who made this game could have done AI to title the movies, and they didn't. What they did was they took hundreds of nouns and verbs and just mashed them up, and then like put them in a randomizer and made movie titles like The Toaster's Last Bathtub or something like shit like that. Like those are going to be titles of movies in this. Like, I'm not even exaggerating.
Yeah.
It's like The First Mate's Final Smoke. And it just shows like a stock picture like that he drew of like a pirate and a pack of cigarettes on the cover. And that's it. So like, it was a like randomly generated 20,000 different like titles with just nouns and verbs, adverbs and adjectives and shit like that. But the best, one of the best streams in recent memory that I've had was me just starting the stream and going, let's just find a 90s playlist. And we found a cool like alternative 90s playlist on YouTube, put it on the background, and we just sat there and I just sold movies. I bought movies. I, passed out flyers. I made slushies and popcorn and everything like that. I answered the phone. I reserved copies of things. And it was just fucking fun, man. It was just like this chill time. There was no like pressure or anything. It was just like, every Tuesday and Thursday it was like dirty movie day. And then like this day of the week, it's like new release day, get as many as you can. And then expand your store and stuff like that. And eventually I got all of the achievements. Like I expanded my store to the max. I got all of the genres of movies. I maxed out my level. And the last thing I was doing this last night is you have to stock up 1,000 different titles, 1,000 different movies. So, and I'm at like 733 or something. I just zone out and do a day of work and then buy as many movies as I can, so on and so forth. But you can't just buy all the movies you want. You have to wait for the market to refresh every day. So like when you close a store, you open the store the next day, you look at the computer, see what they have, and they have like, I don't know, sometimes 40, sometimes 100 different movies that you can buy. You can buy grab bags or you can buy single movies. Nice. It's just a really cool, fun, chill game. And it has a real heavy nostalgia hit for anybody who remembers the days of Blockbuster.
When you were stocking those snacks, I was like, I was never allowed to get those. I always had to stay away from the snack things because they were overpriced. But my parents didn't tell me that.
Can you stock the store with all the copies of the same movie? Yes, you can. It is possible, but it's I'm thinking, if I'm not mistaken, people will like it hasn't happened in so long, but at the beginning of the game, I think people like if I didn't have enough of the movies, people would be like, "Hey, where's your Western section or where's your this section? You should have it by now because we know the game knows what level you are." So it's like you should have a sci-fi section. Like, oh shit, right? I should stock some sci-fi movies.
Forgive my ignorance for this, but are all of these store simulator games, I'm not sure what you want to call them, are they all from the same dev or same dev team? Because there's the anime cards, or there was the card shop collector, there was the anime shop thing, there's this. They're all kind of the same game, just like different themes.
There's a lot of similarities in the genre.
Yeah.
But it's not the same team.
Yeah, no, I looked it up. Blood Pact, their name is Blood Pact Studios, who made Retro Rewind. Great name. But there's another game that I played, Rewind 99.
Yeah.
That I played. I had a little bit of fun, but this one just like it was so like gamified and streamlined that it just made it so much more accessible for someone who doesn't play sim games a ton.
Okay.
And
cool.
Yeah, there's just so many of them, and I would say 90% of them, even 95% of them, are not something I enjoy. This one was one of them I did.
Cool.
I really liked it.
Yeah, Retro Rewind.
You can get a demo, by the way. It's a free demo if you want to check it out. And it's $20, $19.90. Oh my God, the price, of course, is $19.90.
Nice.
That's good.
That's good.
Yeah. Because that's about when the store is like this whole thing takes place.
Of course. Yeah.
That's fun.
What was
there's
the
one
other
more game I wanted to briefly talk about a game that I got sponsored for, full disclosure, called Cesto, Solcesto.
Okay.
Cesto.
Yeah. Yep. It's a tactical and frantic roguelite where mastering your luck is key. It's a luck-based game where they give you a grid, a 4x4 grid, and they're all rows and columns. Okay. What you do is you select one of the 4 rows, and each box in the row has a percentage, and they start out with equal percentages. So like if you look at the top row, you're 25% to get any one of those squares. The blue and red guy, the strawberry, the slime guy, or the magician guy. They're all 25% to hit. And then you unlock like upgrades or buffs and debuffs, which are represented by teeth. As you can see on the left side there, that's where you collect them. And they give you like, you have a 40% chance, a better chance to get a strawberry, but you also have a 10% chance better to get a trap or to land on a trap. So it's like most of the buffs are like buffs and debuffs.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. So you play through it. You have a certain, like you see the door on the right-hand side. You have a certain number of squares that you must occupy or go to before the door opens. And there you have your, if you look at the character, underneath the character, there's the sword and the staff. It's basically your attack or your magic. So like there are magic creatures and there are attack creatures. And if your numbers match or higher, then you don't take any damage from them. But if they're lower, you take damage according to how much lower. So it's hedging your bet with percentages kind of a game. And then you find the shop guy, and then all these, like that potion heals you for 1, the arrow automatically kills 1 thing on a square, so on and so forth. And there's a boss fight at the end of like your journey. And there's meta progression. So like if you see right to my right hand side, you see there's a little frog with a coin slot mouth. That's your bank. And periodically you'll go to the item seller, or you can save your money and put it in a pot and pull a chain, and it goes back up, and that's your meta progression. So you send the money back up the well. So when you die, you go back to the menu screen, the main screen, character select, and then you see like you have banked 68 coins. You can open up this buff, this character, so on and so forth.
Cool.
But I really had a great time playing it. It's just I like games where it's like it reminds me of Darkest Dungeon, because it's like, all right, you have a 75% chance to hit this guy.
Yeah.
And you don't get there. You're like, fuck. You miss, or you land on a trap, or you land on an enemy that you didn't want to land on, and stuff like that. It's definitely like a gambling kind of a feeling.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I dig it.
Cool. Solcesto. What's that cost?
Game. That looks cool.
Yeah. What are they charging for that, Zeke?
Let's see. $9.37.
That's pretty good price.
That's pretty cheap. Yeah.
That's not bad. That's not bad.
$9.
Yeah, $9. We talk about new tech every once in a while. I'm not sponsored. I bought this myself. I just think it's interesting tech because I buy the latest and greatest type stuff. I got this. This is the Logitech Pro X2 Super Strike mouse. And the only reason I bring it up is because it's a $180 mouse. You might be wondering, JP, why the fuck is that a $180 mouse? Well, I wanted to know why the fuck it's a $180 mouse.
It's got AI, doesn't it?
No.
Oh.
But it actually is kind of insane. Here's what I will say. You don't need this mouse. You can get by with any other regular mouse. Don't buy this mouse. You don't need it. However, it does some cool stuff. So this is a mouse. Same thing, right? This is a mechanical thing. It's the same button that every other mouse has. It's a mechanical press. This is a haptic press that has a magnet underneath it. that you can change how much pressure you put on it to click it. Might seem really stupid. It's fucking crazy. It's kind of mind blowing to me how much of a difference it actually makes. Can
you go into a bit more detail there?
Yeah. So let me open up let's see.
Does it mean, I mean, like, are you saying that it allows you to like flutter better kind of thing?
Essentially, how do I put this? The best thing I can describe it, this is not my thought, but I agree with it. It came from a review about it. Basically, I'm pushing the mouse before my brain is telling my finger to push the mouse, because it's like less of a click. So I'm acting faster in that sense. It's not going to make me better at a game, right? I still have to like see a thing and click a thing as fast as I can do it. But because it's super low click latency, I guess, if you want to get technical, I'm clicking it faster because it has like tunable things for it. I have it sounds very bullshit, I know. And that's why I wanted to say I'm not sponsored for it. So right now I have the software up, right? And so I'm going to turn the click to a long click. I can't show it, but I'll tell you when it clicks. That's the click right there, right?
What?
I'm pushing on it very hard. I'm pushing that hard. So now if I turn it to a short click, that's a click. That's a click. That's a click. That's a click. So you can basically choose the interval that you want for that. And it's kind of crazy. Like, can I share my screen? I think I can. Hold on. Let me see if I can capture this. It'd be much better if I could show you the software that it's using. So you can actually like
for all y'all making jokes about me not needing it or I get my shit from the trash. I don't need something. I'll break that damn thing. That's gonna be a noisy cricket. Like I feel like I'm gonna break this damn thing. That's why I have like this like fucking Steel Series like big hand tough caveman fucking mouse. That's why I use it, because I can it won't break.
The part that I love about this is JP's like, so now I can flutter this and click a fraction of a second. And anyway, I'm going to go stand in a circle and talk to guys in Skyrim RP for the next 4 hours.
That's right.
So
that's 100% right.
I guarantee you that JP used that in RACCOIN and was like, holy fuck.
Yeah.
JP, confirm?
Yeah.
It's a heavy click game.
Is this gonna show any? No, I think we're good. You guys are gonna see behind the scenes here at the end of the show for just a quick bit. Okay, so this is our vMix call, but this is the Logitech software here. All right, so
I feel naked.
You see that right there? I just set it up for long click. The bar below is how hard I'm clicking. It hasn't clicked yet. And there it is. And so if you set it up for like this, see how fast it clicks? And then you can like obviously push it down.
Okay, and it does both. So does it do anything else?
Not
$180?
It's got like
rapid. Just like the tech itself that's expensive.
You can do rapid trigger stuff. Yeah, it's because it's a magnet and it's not a mechanical thing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Does it actually click in your finger? Like, do you feel it click? Or
yes. Yeah.
You do.
So it's using. Let me do this. And do this. You know. You have what VR headset do you have? You have the Valve Index?
Yeah.
You know the haptic controllers that it has? Same technology, but it's in a mouse.
It's the same thing.
Yeah. Same exact tech, but in a mouse. So it's really weird. Does it have feedback when it clicks? Yes.
I mean, Steam likes to overcharge, and their haptic controllers are like $40. Logitech
do be charging.
Same technology.
Logitech do be charging.
Okay.
They do be charging. It does have pretty good battery life. It's wireless.
I'm kidding. They're
like
$500.
Yeah. I haven't charged it since I got it, and I got it Thursday, and I've used it every day since, and it is at 33%, and I got it at 56%. No, it's got a USB-C thing here in the front that you just plug into. But yeah,
that's cool, man.
It's an interesting mouse.
I'm concerned about getting that because then I feel like if I really enjoyed it and ended up liking it, then I could never use another mouse ever.
Yeah, that would suck, wouldn't it, Cohh?
That would really suck, dude. I don't think I'm gonna get it just for that.
Is someone
that's fucking JP's life, dude? He's
like, someone that has multiple mice on his desk?
Anything.
That would suck, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it would really suck.
Because now when I go over to the other mouse, I'm like, I have to push harder.
But what? It's so hard. I gotta have to take a break.
Why doesn't this click? Oh, my finger.
It takes 3 months to do 1 click.
That's really
here's a question though. Okay, under the right circumstances, under the right shroud, is this the kind of tech that could make like an actual difference?
Yes. Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. Is this going to be the kind of thing we're going to see banned from tournaments?
I don't know. I would imagine either yes. Oh, it's already banned. Chat saying it's banned. Okay, never mind.
Oh,
it's already banned.
Wow, that was quick.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's already banned for CS and Valorant. It's banned keyboards as well. I guess because it gives you a hardware edge. Yeah.
It gives you an edge. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what I was wondering because that sounds like it's giving an actual advantage.
Yeah.
So especially from that tech demonstration you showed us, like that's sizable. Yeah.
Yeah. There you go.
You have to check that out.
Does it help 6
I
thinking
thought
and
it was going to
PoE?
become the standard.
Yeah.
You know, that's the kind of thing that you wonder, like once it hits mass production, if it will be a standard one day. Yeah.
Isn't it not the part that JP showed that it's banned, but it's the rapid click? There was like the rapid click thing, but I don't think I even have that enabled. Did we just unlock another thing that I haven't even messed with? Configuration, rapid trigger. Does that? What does rapid trigger even do? Oh, I guess rapid trigger. Select the mouse button and move the slider in order to change the rapid trigger sensitivity. Whoa, I can't convey what that feels like, but that is not normal. That's like a macro click type deal.
I was gonna say it sounds kind of macro-y. That sounds like it's what it is.
Whoa.
Like a turbo was back in the day. Like you could flip on the turbo and just go. Brrr.
Yeah, and it's like clicking for me, and that as someone that's used a mouse for 20 years, that's a really weird feeling. I don't like that, but I could see how that could give you an edge in something. Yeah. Rapid trigger is like X clicks and 1. Okay, that makes sense. So you click once and it simulates X amount of clicks in Windows. Okay, that would be why that's illegal.
Yeah. And I mean, I'm coming not from like a competitive shooter kind of back or enjoyment, but like speed running. Because a lot of times they'll bind things to the scroll wheel.
That's
now
a good point.
Might not have to. They'll just go.
Yeah,
just rip it out.
Yeah, $180 mouse if you're willing to throw down. Also, was completely sold out. This thing launched like a month ago, and it was super sold out everywhere. And as happens, those fucking bastards said, "Hey, we're back in stock," and I was like, "Okay, here's my card." I bought it, and it showed up 2 days later. So
I hope you did it.
Yeah,
hope you did it like that too.
I'm a dumb fuck who's gonna buy tech stuff that I don't need. Here you go, take my money. Yeah, so that's that.
Oh my god! Speaking of that, like I'm packing up like all the unnecessary stuff in my house and stuff to get prepare for the move, and I came across my VR headset. So what's the Steam one? What's it called?
Index.
Index. I came across my Index. I'm like, it was so dusty, and I haven't used it since I moved to Colorado.
What did you buy that for again, Alex?
Because it was huge. Like 8 years ago, it was like a huge craze, and I'm like, I'm gonna play all these games, and I ended up playing a bunch, and then playing zero games for 8 years. So I'm like, what the fuck do I do with this thing?
Hey, if you want to, bring it to Austin, we can go on the VR chat life. We can get you into that,
No,
Max isn't allowed because he has a Quest, and Quest doesn't allow you to play VR chat.
No, after we had Ralph really? on the channel, on the chat, on the show.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm gonna go check out what's going on here, and I lasted like 5 minutes. I'm like, and not that way, but I lasted.
And that's a show, folks.
That's fair. Yep. There it is.
5 minutes. And I was like, no, this is a like, you open a door to the wrong room. You're like, oh, this is not where I belong.
It's yeah.
And that's why you had to explain what ERP was, because I have no idea.
True.
That is not a world I'm into.
Yeah. Let's call it a show. Wrap it up. Get the fuck out of here. Zeke, do some shout outs. What do you got going on?
Let's see. Fuck, I don't know. I think like I take Mondays off, so I'm not on tomorrow, but Tuesday, like I've got a bunch of choices that I can pick from. We did check out The Occultist, which I might want to continue. We checked that out on Indie Day, so I might want to do that. If nothing else, that's what we'll do. But I'm looking through stuff to see what we can play. I'm kind of curious to see if Samson is updated enough and fixed enough to play, but maybe we'll give it a little bit more time before we jump into that. Maybe one more or two more patches. But yeah, so I've got The Occultist I would love to keep going with. It's a fun little like survival horror puzzle game. So might want to do that, but other than that, I really don't know. I'll probably ask for your suggestions on Tuesday. So that's all I got. Follow me on all the things, Ezekiel_III on Twitch, Twitter, and YouTube. Ezekiel the Third, all spelled out, on Instagram, TikTok, and Blue Sky. Thank you for watching. Oh, and thanks to Cohh and JP for being my co-hosts.
Appreciate your Cohh.
Awesome. As always, thank you to JP and Zeke. It's been a very fun show this week. My name is Cohh. Hi, I'm going to be doing more Crimson Desert, more Soulmask, starting Windrose, and then other things as well. I'm sure I'm going to have time for all this.
Doesn't Pragmata also come out this week? Are you playing
Pragmata comes out. We got Saros pretty soon. We've got games are starting to come out. So we're going to figure that out. But yeah, I'm definitely going to try Pragmata. I didn't play the demo, but I've heard good things. So I'm looking forward to that. And Vampire Crawlers too. Have you played? We'll have to talk more next week. We need a longer show this week.
Don't talk to me about that fucking game, Cohh. That game.
Now I want to hear, but I got to go. So
yeah, that's it.
Bye, everyone.
Yep.
That's it. What?
Also forgot. I just want to mention that I think I totally forgot this game is coming out, but Replaced is probably what I'm going to be doing on Tuesday. It's a new game that's coming out on Tuesday.
That's right. That's that Xbox game.
Replaced.
That's the Xbox cyberpunk futuristic game that we all like.
Oh, the side scroller?
Yeah. Add it to the list, Cohh.
Shit.
Add it to the list. By the way, here at the end of the show, I will not be here on the 26th. So next week will be the last show of April. I'm leaving the house. Everyone calm the fuck down. It's not an emergency.
Where are we
going to Final Fantasy Fan Fest in Anaheim, California.
Hey, awesome, dude. Very cool.
Right. Everyone calm down, though. We'll see how it goes. We're going to try out
That'll be good.
outside. I'll talk more about it next
week. Are you going to do some ERP now that I know what I mean?
He learned that today. It's like Sesame Street. That's what he learned today. He used it in a sentence. Good job.
That was my tear off calendar word of the day.
Yeah.
I gotta go, guys. I got a ERP event to be at. I'll see you later. Have a good one, guys. Bye. We're out of here. Thanks for watching. Have a good one. Bye.